The CBS Sports family of networks. The highest standard in sports television, including the CBS Sports Network, Showtime Sports, CBSSports.com, and the CBS Sports Radio Network. The best in sports online, on radio, and on the air. CBS Sports. Expect it here.
SEC on CBS. If you're Les Miles on a rainy day, you get a little help on Tiger Walk. The faithful are here in large numbers and loud numbers. You imagine he practiced that all morning? We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. The Aggies against the Tigers. Championship dreams have disappeared for both, but there is much to play for in a nasty condition this afternoon. Temperature is in 56 degrees. We expect light rain to fall throughout the afternoon. Hi once again, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. Welcome to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. Second time in as many years these two teams have played an SEC game against each other. And I don't think either quarterback, and they're both stars, looks back favorably on last year.
No, we all have those long memories, especially when we don't play well. And I can guarantee you that these two guys, as they warm up for this football game, think back to last year where, inarguably, they played the worst game of their career. Neither guy had what they think they can do in this big football game. Mettenberger had not yet arrived, and Manziel really hadn't hit his peak. Believe me, they're going to be ready for this one.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Johnny Manziel. He, as all of you know, I think, has become one of the most compelling figures in all of college football, and certainly the face of the program at Texas A&M. Often controversial, but always talented. He gathered with his fans in the stands on their last home game. I think you could argue that he's having a better year than he did a year ago.
Well, the stats say that, but for me, more than his stats, I mean, he's added toughness to his resume, leadership to his resume, and he's not talking about awards or anything. He's talking about winning 2 more football games, and I think that's music to the ears of his teammates.
Zach Mettenberger in his second season as the starter at LSU. Among other things he's proven this year is his toughness.
Sure did. Against Alabama, let's go back 2 weeks ago. First thing, the end of this football game. First of all, for LSU, was a bit of an embarrassment, the way the game ended with their quarterback crawling on the turf. But it was also inspiration, the way he left the field. And I can guarantee you, not only the fans, his teammates, the coaching staff, everybody saw the way Zach finished. That football team will be ready today.
They contained him last year. LSU did. Johnny Manziel. Can they do it again?
Well, it's a better A&M offense. It's a better Manziel, and LSU has lost 8 defenders, 6 of them that were drafted in the NFL. But they're playing here. They got a chance.
And for more on the pregame prep for LSU, here's Tracy.
Thanks, Vern. LSU had 2 weeks to prepare for Johnny Manziel and this Aggie offense, and one way they did that was to use their star wide receiver, Odell Beckham, as the scout team quarterback. He was a Wildcat quarterback in high school. Defensive coordinator John Chavis said Beckham gave their defense a really good look, simulated the speed they expect to see, and made them better. As for Beckham, he said he had a blast and just hopes it helps his team. And guys, Les Miles thoroughly impressed. I wouldn't put it past the Mad Hatter to pull off some trickery using Beckham today.
All right, Tracy, thank you. There is an Odell Beckham fan. Mommy, make it stop raining. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Aflac. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smog. Liberty Mutual Insurance. And by AT&T.
willing to bet no kid ever grew up with a poster of a Passat on his bedroom wall.
There's no such thing as no man's land to me. A man just needs a place where he can be wild and free. 10 calories.
Dr. Pepper 10. Manliest low-calorie soda in the history of mankind. Bold flavor.
Okay, ladies, grab a knee. I got somebody I want y'all to meet. He's a real leader, and he's gonna help us turn this thing around in the second half.
Aflac. Aflac. Aflac, 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 Aflac. Aflac!
That's what I'm talking about!
Aflac. Aflac.
You feel me? Yeah! Bring it in!
If you get sick or injured, we do everything we can to help you get back in the game. Aflac, an official partner of the Heisman Trophy.
I'm Coach. It's my job to make you a better college football fan. And thanks to AT&T, I'm helping all kinds of fans, like mom fans, pet fans, and fan addicts.
AT&T presents Be the Fan. Enter the sweepstakes every week by tackling Coach's Challenge. Hashtag your entry Be the Fan and share it for your chance to win a VIP trip to the biggest game of the week.
Cynthia, clear my schedule. I'm just kidding. Fill it with football.
Moment ago, Les Miles and the Tigers of LSU first on the field. And behind them, under the leadership of Kevin Sumlin in his second season, the Aggies of Texas A&M. And the leader of the pack, Johnny Manziel, needs 76 yards today, total offense, to surpass 4,000 yards for a second consecutive season. As you can see, it's a little damp here. Let's go down to Tracy for an update on the weather.
Oh, just a little bit damp, but I had a chance to speak with LSU's field manager, and he told me, first off, they have not played on this field in 27 days, so it is starting out strong to begin with. They've only received less than a half an inch of rain today. Unlike when they faced Auburn earlier in the year, they had 6 inches of rain before the game, and they had another 3 inches during the game, and the field held up just fine. It is a sand-based field that drains really well, and the field manager told me the biggest concern is when the temperature drops, the dew that forms on the field can make it a little slippery, guys.
All right, Trace. LSU leads the all-time series. Look at that second line. 16 straight years the teams met here. Dana Bible coached at both schools. Ended the 1916 season in LSU. He was 1-0-2. Then went to Texas A&M, where he had a brilliant career as a coach. Aggies won the toss. They elected to receive. Trey Williams, Ben Molina are deep. James Hairston will kick off. A&M under Kevin Sumlin has scored on the opening drive 16 times out of 23 possessions. Bobbled. Molina will take a knee. Touchback. And it's time for the Chick-fil-A starting lineups. And the quarterback, Johnny Manziel.
I watched every play of that game last year. He made a lot of good plays, but he was chased all over the field by the athletic defenders from LSU. That'll be the challenge today. Can they do it again for LSU?
Empty backfield, 5 wide. 1, Molina goes back to join Johnny Manziel. Snap is good. Molina, not so good. Offense for the Aggies. The Matthews brothers at left tackle and center. Oboihi has missed the last 2 games, but he's back in the lineup tonight. Manziel to throw, quick offense, caught. Mike Evans gets out of bounds, appears to have enough for a first down. Rashard Robinson, number 21, with the stop.
Yeah, this is a matchup that can bust any defense the way he physically plays. He just threw Rashard Robinson away on that one. Just tossed them away.
Evans with his 58th catch of the season. 1st and 10. Play action. Oh, dropped. Mike Evans.
It is slick out there, and it's easier to throw the ball than it is to catch the ball. And Mike Evans is happy to see CBS and the cameras. I mean, when we have him on, whether it's us or the other guys at 3:30, he lights it up.
2nd down 10. LSU 4 down. They bring 5. Manziel escapes the first contact, heaves it deep. Incomplete. Mike Evans goes for it. Is there a flag? There is not.
Boy, Mike Evans is really upset. He said, I'm 6'5". I could have leaned out there and caught that ball. He's matched up against Rashard Robinson, a true freshman. He thought he had an opportunity to catch that ball, and I'm not doubting that guy.
3rd and 10.
Interesting call. Will it be called that way all game? Will they allow the LSU defensive backs to be physical?
Good protection. Caught. That's Darrell Walker, number 11. DJ Welter is there. So is Jalen Mills, but it's a gain of 14.
Well, there's two true freshman defensive backs on the field, and he matched up against both of them. One throw one way and one throw back the other way.
Well, Molina broke through, but they're bringing it back.
On the offense, not all 11 players are set prior to the snap.
Sometimes you
penalty, first down.
You go too quick.
Well, and besides, I was still talking. That's not. They're getting used to slow down here.
First down, 15. Labhart in motion. Manziel deep. Left side, double coverage over the head of Darrell Walker. And let's introduce you to the Louisiana State University defense. Gary mentioned at the top of the program they lost 6 players to the NFL draft. Rasco, Johnson, Ferguson, and Corey Thompson gets the start at safety. Corey Thompson's dad played for Texas A&M in the 80s and actually played a game here. He caught 2 passes for 17 yards. His mom is a track star at Texas Southern. Manziel wrapped up. Lamine Barrow, number 18. DJ Welter, number 31.
And really, that's the story of this LSU defense. When they're able to run, they redirect and run so fast. Those counter plays they ate up a year ago from Manziel. He did not have a great game rushing the ball against them.
3rd down, 15.
They line up 3 defensive linemen. They usually rush at least 4 from this look, though.
At the top of the screen is Evans, guarded by Rashard Robinson, number 21. Manziel down at the 46. It'll be 4th down.
Anthony Johnson, this was just prior to the snap, trying to get that crowd into the football game. They're in it. And then at the end of it, Rasco made a nice dive to just clip the feet.
Drew Kaiser is on to punt. This is only the 32nd punt for the Aggies this year. Heads it toward the right corner, and it will be taken on a fair catch by Odell Beckham Jr. 31-yard punt and nothing on the return. Kevin Sumlin in his second season as the head coach at Texas A&M. Les Miles, 9 years in Baton Rouge.
I hate watching with Ramsey. All he does is yell. But every time he's come over this year, we've won. I love you, Ramsey.
Bud Light, for the fans who do whatever it takes.
Humans. Some of us are great athletes. Others, not so much. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with features like new car replacement and guaranteed repairs. See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
The Levion family have been masters of jewelry design for centuries. This Levion collection is amazing.
Maybe it's time to start your own.
Kay Jewelers presents today's Levion collection, featuring exclusive Levion chocolate diamonds from the Levion family, where the latest in fashion meets fine jewelry. One more reason Kay is the #1 jewelry store in America.
It's
a work of art.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
Oscar winner Susan Sarandon.
Look at that sweet face, little dimples.
A new Mike and Molly. CBS Monday, 9/8 Central.
And we welcome you back to Baton Rouge and the Chick-fil-A starting lineups. The quarterback, Gary Zach Mettenberger.
Well, he's got it all. I mean, the toughness that we talked about at the end when he opened. An arm to die for, basically. And now an offense of system that fits what he likes to do.
Collins, Alexander, Porter, Turner, Hawkins. Jeremy Hill might come down to his ability to run the football, opening up the play action. Hill had a big run in last year's game. Sophomore, number 33. Connor Neighbors is the fullback, leads the way around the left side, and Hill picks up 3 yards. Defensively now for the Aggies, Stansbury Golden, Robinson Obioha, Darren Claiborne, true freshman, gets the start, middle linebacker wearing number 48. 2nd and 8. Odell Beckham near side at the bottom of the screen. Devontae Harris, number 1, lays off of him. They hand it off to Hill. Not much. And this is an A&M defense that has not had a good year. Worst defenses among ranked teams going back to '96. This bunch, 4th most total yards a game, 3rd most points per game, 2nd most rush yards per game. They have been porous.
Jeremy Hill rushed for over 100 last year in a game in this matchup. 6 times this year, A&M has given over 200 yards rushing in a football game. Key to the matchup in this football game.
3rd down 6 from the 20. Hill again breaks the tackle. Got a first down, LSU. That's a gain of 10.
3 straight plays. Tailback downhill. This time following the pulling guard, Trey Turner. Just smash mouth football accomplishes 2 things. Forces those safeties up for Texas A&M, and it keeps Johnny Manziel on the sideline.
That's a gain of 10 and a first down.
Look at those tight splits. Very, very tight, mash 'em splits.
Neighbors, number 43, is still the fullback. He starts in place of J.C. Copeland. Left side. And Jeremy Hill telling us yesterday, Gary, he's trying to learn to go north and south, not bounce that thing outside so much.
Well, he's got the size to do it. There's no doubt. He walks in, he's got, you know, the 230-some pounds, got the big arms, big legs. Now he's got to learn the style. We talked to Cam Cameron, the offensive coordinator, about it. He says, you know, when I had LaDainian Tomlinson with the San Diego Chargers, he was the same way. Once he figured out how to hit the hole, he became an all-pro player.
2nd down and 6. Kenny Hilliard is in the backfield now. They use 4 throughout the game. Toss to Hilliard. Picks up a couple left side.
Been a decent job, though, by this A&M defense on 1st and 2nd down for both of these, for these 5 plays in the football game. They've held up. They've got a lot of young football players. In my depth chart here that I'm looking at, some play it's 3 deep, some are 2 deep. I have 10 true freshmen that will play on this defensive unit for Texas A&M.
And the problem comes on 3rd down for the defense because LSU leads the country. As you might have seen at the bottom of the screen, 3rd down conversions, just under 58%.
Yeah, different look this time, though, obviously. Zach Mettenberger ain't keeping it, that's for sure.
No, he is not known about a tough snap.
Yes.
And that one's at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be short, I believe.
Odell Beckham made the catch. It's
really, really close. You know, it's not just the quarterback and the receivers that have to handle the wet ball. It's the center as well.
And they will bring the chain out for the measurement. Smidgen. Looks like Les Miles will not roll the dice and go for, well, let's see. Yeah, they are. Why would he not?
Well,
you
it's
think
still
this
early
is
in the first football game. Be tough to give Manziel the ball right there, but we do know not to overlook anything here.
That's right. Expect
Anthony Jennings is in the game.
Yes.
He could be the sneak quarterback.
Backup quarterback. Connor Neighbors urging the crowd to be quiet. Alfred Blue is the running back. Look at this. Oh, if that's the spot from the head linesman, I don't know.
I can't believe that would be. He got to the line clearly. I
thought so, yes.
I mean, did he not see him? He's actually laying over the top of the line. He lost him. The linesman lost him. This should be reviewed. The gray jerseys covered him up in the second push. He's out right over the top of the line. Now we do know the down marker was on the line, so this is going to be short unless it's overturned by a replay, by a official. It's hard to believe that the linesman did not see him.
I saw him.
Sneak.
Exactly, Gary. The head linesman came running in.
Oh, yeah.
And made that spot with the left foot.
This will be reviewed. No. We're not going to get a good look on this one.
Not from that angle.
Nope.
Let's see what we've got here.
Oh, I mean, I mean, it just
see what's
clearly he got it over the line there. Well, clearly to me.
That makes 2 of us.
Oh, Smaug, the stupendous.
You really were as great as the old tales say. You have no equal on this earth.
The darkness is coming.
can't give up now.
The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. In theaters December 13th. Experience it in IMAX 3D.
All right, let's say you're undecided about which truck to buy. Just for kicks, here's a little research project. Pick a work site, any work site, and look over the fence. Ta-da! Your next truck. Ford F-150. The truck that's #1 in the hardest working industries. Maybe because it's got the power and the fuel economy of an EcoBoost engine. It doesn't matter what they're doing on the other side of that fence. More guys count on F-150 than any other truck. Shovels down. This is the Ford F-150.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that when a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, it does make a sound?
Oh boy! I'm falling! Everybody look out! Oh!
Little help here? Geico. 15 minutes could save you. Well, you know. Anybody?
Monday, Dave's all new with The Hunger Games' Josh Hutcherson. Plus, later this week, Martha Stewart, John Goodman, The Big Bang Theory's Kunal Nair, and Jack Hanna's Animals.
And let's take one more look at that 4th down plunge by Anthony Jennings, number 10.
Well, I thought Alfred Blue shoved him over the line, and we're right on top of it, and the football clearly was over. I don't be honest, I don't see the football, though. That's right, the problem.
Yeah. And Les Miles, that was during the timeout. And here's Tom Ritter. Let's see what he's got to... That took a long time for Ritter to come over here.
Well, he's going to ask Les if he wants to challenge it. And I think it's worth a timeout to at least make sure.
LSU has called a timeout to challenge the ruling of a ball short of a first down.
Here's the problem, in my view, Gary. It was called short.
No, there's no doubt.
And what is there to offer to overturn the call?
Well, initially he stopped.
Bingo.
And then he goes across. I mean, his helmet is across the line. I don't know. I mean, they only had to make 4 inches on the play. I thought he went clearly forward on the play. Usually, I gotta admit, usually it's an automatic first down unless you get stopped backwards.
Right. And the spot came from the far side official.
Right. Nice, nice job by A&M. Not arguing that. I mean, they penetrated well. That's all you can do. But I got to say, in my experience, usually if it's not obvious that you don't drop the snap, you get the benefit of the doubt. Almost like the phantom tag at second base in baseball.
Doyle Jackson is the replay official. And the microphone appears to be not working.
At the review, the ruling on the field stands. Texas A&M ball first down.
One of the, I mean, you did not see the football.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll be honest, but I mean, holy cow. Wow, that's exactly what I was thinking too. But you gamble on 4th down. You always take that risk.
I think he was reacting to the replay on the scoreboard here in the stadium.
Oh, yeah. Quarterback was clearly, his shoulders were over the line. Oh, well. A&M ball.
Manziel with a lot of time. Deep right side. Evans appeared to be out of bounds.
How about that new matchup that is being challenged by John Chavis and LSU? They're going with a taller Rashad Robinson. He's 6'1", great size. Obviously, as I said, a true freshman. He and Tre'Davious White, 2 true freshmen on the field, playing the 2 wide field corners.
Second down, 10 from the 39. Four-man rush. Manziel. Head down. DJ Welter, number 31. John Chavis was sharing his opinion yesterday with us that Mike Evans is a physical wide receiver.
Well, he is. He uses his hands. He establishes himself early in the football game that he is going to be physical on every throw, and he challenges the officials to call offensive pass interference.
From the 35, 3rd and 6. Two wide, two left. Wide left and wide right. Right side, dropped. Malcolm Kennedy.
Be interesting if they go for 4th down here on this, though.
Let's go back to the studio for a Ford update. Here's Tim.
All right, fellas, a wild one. Oregon and Arizona. B.J. Dinker is going to roll left for Rich Rod's team. Hit Nate Phillips to take a 14-0 lead. Now, if this score holds up and Stanford beats Cal later this afternoon and it's about to start, Stanford would win the Big 12 North. Back to you, Vern.
Watch the fake. They got a receiver. Widen out a little bit, guys, with your camera. There's a receiver towards the sideline. Yeah, they had a trick formation right there in LSU.
That is their first
Snuck it
charge
out.
time out of this half.
That was Evans, wide right.
Nice job by LSU receiving. See, there's not a wing. There's only 9 people there, 8 people there, 9, 10, and the last guy at the top right there. LSU sees it, sniffs it out, but I'm not so sure that A&M still might not go for this on 4th down.
A legacy isn't born, it's built. Not overnight, but over time. It takes things like dedication, hard work, and pride. But more importantly, it takes a team. Presenting the Kia Sorento, a mid-size crossover with a home field advantage. Proudly built in West Point, Georgia.
It's an extremely simple tool, but also extremely powerful. It can be used to start a poem or finish a symphony. It's been to classrooms, boardrooms, even to space. And we can't wait to see where you'll take it next. Introducing the thinner, lighter, more powerful iPad Air.
Flavor of my spicy chicken sandwich is so bold, I feel like I have to come up with new words to describe it.
Right, yeah. My Island Fire spicy chicken is spice-dictive. Addictively spicy.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're thrilled.
That's a word, though.
You're thrill and duh.
Yeah, maybe you should stick to spice-dictive.
What does that mean?
They're simply Spice-Dictive, the original and Island Fire spicy chicken sandwiches, and save room for creamy cheesecake bites. This is how you Sonic.
For all your Texas A&M and LSU merchandise, remember the best in college football gear is at CBSSports.com shop.
NFL Today tomorrow. We've got 4 games early. Lead game Jets at Baltimore. And the late game will lead Indianapolis at Arizona. And it all begins with James Brown and his teammates. The NFL Today presented by Southwest Airlines.
Well, Vern, of course they're going to go for it. I mean, if you put it into the end zone, you only gain 15 yards. They tried to steal it with a fake, and now they're going to try to go for it.
Manziel is only 2 of 7 throwing the ball. Had a couple of drops. Oi.
Great coverage. Pass rush. Yep. Yeah, pass rush that went past Manziel, but one of the coaching points and themes all week was if you go past the quarterback, peel back. You're going to get another shot at him. And they did on that one. Man-to-man coverage. Everybody, grab a man, do your job. And everybody did their job. No place to throw. He looked for Evans. Evans was actually double covered because of the freeing up linebacker in the middle. And then the pass rush peels back and clamps down and makes the stop. How about that? 2 4th down plays already.
Yeah. It was Daniil Hunter, number 94, who got him from behind. Now 1st down 10. In a scoreless game, Jarvis Landry joins Odell Beckham Jr. Mettenberger settles for the short one, and Jeremy Hill drops the football.
Well, they pounded, and then come back with a deep ball. It wasn't there, just as he's taught. If it's not there, give me something. Give me 3, 4, 5 yards on a check down. You know, you like to call those deep balls and then not have 2nd and 10. Ended up being 2nd and 10.
Jeremy Hill, Connor Neighbors, the fullback, to the right side this time. Mettenberger with the change. Landry and Beckham. He has to call timeout. That is the 2nd LSU timeout of the first half. Scoreless midway through the first on a rainy Saturday afternoon.
Hi there. Welcome to the gallery. How do you react when you first see this?
It looks kind of like a dancer.
Reality check. Some 4G LTE coverage maps don't really look like maps.
Seems like maybe a bunch of berries. A witch-like shrew.
This one feels more empty.
I'm seeing America, but a lot of it is missing.
What do you see here?
Clearly a picture of the United States.
Check the map. Verizon's superfast 4G LTE is the most reliable and in more places than any other 4G network.
I should switch to Verizon immediately.
That's powerful. Verizon.
This guy's a pro, Herbie.
No doubt about it, Brent. A real gatekeeper.
Here's Kevin in the Nissan Sentra. Lamb to the slaughter.
Mom's baked cookies, but he'll be lucky to make it inside.
And here's the play. Ooh, Dad did not see this coming.
Now, if Kevin can just seize the opportunity.
He's seen it. It's all over. Nothing but daylight. Yes, I'd love a cookie.
Make a powerful first impression. The Nissan Sentra. Now get a $159 per month lease on a 2013 Nissan Sentra.
Let's not wait for Black Friday. Let's do an upgrade. Let's pull up the A-list. Find the one. Let's double down on double doors. Let's shop. Let's save. Let's do it early. The Black Friday crowds can have their day. We'll already have our appliances. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. These Whirlpool Energy Star refrigerators, your choice, just $9.98.
Derek Carr leads BCS hopeful Fresno State against rival San Jose State. Friday at 3:30, only on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
See more of today's game with the All-22 camera angle exclusively on CBSSports.com. Watch all of the action live now at CBSSports.com/SEC.
Well, Vern, we got 2 high-powered offenses. Okay?
Yeah.
How far are we? Got half of a first quarter?
Right.
We've got as many timeouts called as first downs. There's 3 total. We got 3 timeouts already.
I get your perks.
We expected a shootout.
Yes. High formation. Hills.
Yeah,
there we go.
There's the story. Now, let's go back to Jeremy Hill. Throws the ball up and then catches it just to make sure he doesn't get a penalty on the play. You almost have to look back again for LSU as we watch this play over again as they run the ball inside. Physical. Remember the Alabama game at halftime, and you watch Jeremy Hill go, oh my gosh, I don't need 15 yards here. When Nick Saban came out and told Tracy, we are going to run and physically own the line of scrimmage. Well, Les Miles built this program on toughness and line of scrimmage. That cannot sit well with this program. They want to prove they can be physical with Texas A&M.
Play action for Mettenberger into the flat, and it's bobbled by the fullback.
Yep.
Connor Neighbors.
You know, that's one of those throws as a quarterback that even though it's catchable, you somewhat blame yourself. Fullbacks are not known as great receivers. You got to put that ball on the body that time and make it an easy catch.
And that will bring on the Australian punter. That seems to be what we say each year for LSU. Brad Wing, succeeded by Jamie Keene. This will be his 29th punt of the year. Return is on all the way. Devontae Harris. Oh, they bumped it. And there's the flag. James Wright, number 82. And now Les is going to amble down and have a discussion with the officials. Clearly a fair catch signal.
Kick catch interference. Number 82, the kicking team. That's 15 yards, first down.
I wonder, Les was trying to sell that his defender was pushed into the fair catch. He nudged him, that's enough. I couldn't see any push from that angle.
That was Tremaine Jacobs, who was back on special coverage. Trey Williams, right side. On first down 10. Second down 8.
Trey Williams was basically a kickoff returner last year. He's become a much bigger part of the offense for A&M this season.
Slow start for both teams. And here's second down 8 for the Aggies. Manziel batted backwards. Tell you what, LSU is defending well.
Yes, they are in the secondary, and that was supposed to be one of their weaknesses. I think the slick field, as you see, they're actually last year, LSU batted down at least 3 passes. That time, Jeremiah Rasco did another one. Last year was Mingo and Montgomery. Now it's Rasco.
Third down 8. Aggies are pretty good at third down conversions over the course of the season, like LSU. Not so much today in the early going. 5-man rush. Manziel takes off on it. Fourth down.
Hey, he had nothing. He knew he had to throw it wide to the outside or at risk. He was throwing late to the outside. Kevin Sumlin knows that would have been a risky throw. He threw late to the outside, so he said, I'm going to give it plenty of room. And he actually just overborrowed.
And give a lot of early credit now to number 21, Rashard Robinson. He has manned up against Mike Evans on almost every play.
Wow, he just
Odell
drilled
Beckham from the 15.
Well, I can tell you right now, I promise you, Zach Mettenberger is going, turn me loose.
Yeah.
Okay, we've tried this. We know we can pound it. I believe you, Coach. But turn me loose on this secondary for A&M. Give me a shot at it.
Now, we chatted with Mark Snyder, the defensive coordinator at Texas A&M. Said last night that he recognizes all these plays that Les Miles runs because they're all old Bo Schembechler plays.
Right, and Mark Snyder was an old Midwest guy. He's an Ohio State guy. He learned his coaching from those days. Yeah, I got to believe we're going to pretty soon say, okay, we believe we can run it, but we want to show we can pass it too.
This is Terrence McGee, the third, fourth running back used. As a matter of fact, we've seen Hill, Hilliard, Blue, and now McGee.
It is a delicate balance for Les Miles. I think A&M is much more comfortable in a shootout. I think, LSU says, we would like to get through this first quarter, shut them out, establish our physical offense, and go from there. But I promise you, number 8 is already lobbying for a few more throws.
Neighbors the fullback, McGee is the I-back. It's second and 5. Terrence McGee up the middle, cuts left. Whoa. He's on the loose. He's got Landry to help him block. Landry doesn't see the guy coming from behind, and the tackle is made.
Well, Gary, so much for throwing the ball. Again, tight splits, run the ball straight, overran that time by the A&M defense, and then Landry Byrne, I think he doesn't know who to block. Who should I take, the guy from behind or in front? He chooses, I think either one of them would have ended up making the tackle, so it probably didn't make any difference.
The tackle ultimately made by DeShazer Everett, 65 yards. Here's McGee, dropped just short of the goal line. And a sensational block by Connor Neighbors to get McGee through that opening on the previous play. Everett again with a tackle, number 29. Second down goal.
LSU, one of the few teams that uses that short pitch in short yardage and goal line situations. Seems risky, but they have confidence in it. Again.
McGee, I don't think so.
And remember the Copeland fumble early in that game against Alabama when they thought they had a touchdown.
Now that was 2 weeks ago on the opening drive. This is McGee and DeShazer Everett.
Great penetration again. The outside defensive backs are just playing all out. They're just not respecting a play action pass. It's 11-man stop the run defense.
McGee again, touchdown. LSU.
It was again nice block by Connor Neighbors. Vern told you about it on the play on the long run. Neighbors does it again. Block down, and you know, 3 decent stops by the A&M defense, but just enough to score on the third one.
Colby Delahousse is on for the extra point. McGee, a 65-yard run, his longest of the season by 13 yards. There's the extra point, up and good. Another look at the run by Terrence McGee.
Well, it was a great cutback by McGee. A&M offense overran it a bit. Good block by the lead back, which you have to do in this offense. Gets it down near the goal line and takes them 3 plays to punch it right in.
Les Miles. That's a little better.
All right, let's say you're undecided about which truck to buy. Just for kicks, here's a little research project. Pick a work site, any work site, and look over the fence. Ta-da! Your next truck. Ford F-150. The truck that's #1 in the hardest working industries. Maybe because it's got the power and the fuel economy of an EcoBoost engine. It doesn't matter what they're doing on the other side of that fence. More guys count on F-150 than any other truck. Shovels down. This is the Ford F-150.
Mine was earned orbiting the moon in 1971.
Afghanistan in 2009.
On the USS Saratoga in 1982.
Once it's earned, USAA Auto Insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve current and former military members and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
We make the most popular mall Santa in Pittsburgh. We make thousands of things that are more than just things. NFLshop.com.
McGee's 65-yard run gives LSU a setup for a touchdown. They're up 7-0. And now it's time to take a look at our Home Depot tools for success.
Well, it's in ISO blocking. It's not just the fullback. Watch the center right here, Elliott Porter, as the freshman overruns the play. The center will actually block the linebacker amazingly past the play. Watch this leverage. He runs Claiborne past the play, and then only one guy can stop it. Number 31, Howard Matthews. That's where you're depending on that sure tackle from the secondary. He doesn't come up with it. A play that should gain 8 yards ends up putting it all the way down for a potential score.
There's Porter, the starting center. Ben Molina, Trey Williams are deep. 5 plays, 71 yards, took only 2:27. And it's a 7-0 game on what is now evolving into a cloudy afternoon. Heavy rain about an hour before the game started has subsided. We can see the skyline of downtown Baton Rouge now. That was not the case earlier. Here is the kick, and he will bring it out. Williams.
He's gifted. He can take it to the house at any play, but he's brave as well.
They've lost a partner and a friend. Now it's payback time. Don't miss a new episode of the hit drama Person of Interest, Tuesday at 10, 9 Central only, CBS.
Vern Manziel has started out this game 2 for 9. They've tried a quarterback draw. They tried a quarterback counter. I think they just need to keep chucking. They got nothing else. I mean, forget the weather. He was out here early in the day practicing throwing in the rain. I think you just got to do what you do and keep doing it.
Again, Rashard Robinson on Evans, top of the screen. Manziel goes that direction. Incomplete. It was intended for Malcolm Kennedy, number 84. 2 for 10.
Well, one of the things that John Chavis likes to say to his defense is, yes, I have to help you with good calls. That's my job. But you have to own your job. And that's what they're doing so far in this game. The rushers are rushing, and the DBs are playing man-to-man coverage.
Second down 10, 3-man rush this time. And a quarterback draw, designed call.
Yeah, they're going to get holding, though. It's coming back.
Last year against LSU, most interceptions, 3 in a game. It was the only game that he's played for the Aggies with no touchdowns, running or throwing. The only one. And there's the holding call in the background. Second down 20. Call was on Jarvis Harrison, the left guard, number 51. Read option right side. Manziel cut down by Lawson. Craig Lawson, number 6, one of the few seniors on the field for LSU's defense.
Craig Lawson almost signed at Texas A&M coming out of high school, and he stayed for his senior year. He's one of those great safety tacklers with Eric Reed, Craig Stoltz, and ACAF safeties that can tackle, and he did a good job on that one.
3rd and 17.
More 4-man line than I thought, to tell you the truth, on defense.
Manziel, deep right side, got a man open. It's Evans, and there's a misconnect. He was 2 yards open.
Yeah, if he keeps that one on the football field, they have a touchdown. Let's see how he gets open. Yeah, physical again, and that is one of the things that the coaches in the league complain about. That Evans grabs the defender and kind of thrusts himself past the defender using kind of leverage from grabbing him. Kind of like a roller derby. Remember those days in roller derby? God, I'm aging myself.
Of course I do. That one, well, Beckham hustles to get out of the way of the football. That's a 48-yard punt, nothing on the return. This is Evans earlier. See him shove off. Oh, look at that. Little jab from Rashard Robinson.
Yep. And you have to play physical against a physical player, or he'll own you.
First down 10.
It's the way he kind of grabs him very smartly and just kind of pulls him by.
1:28 to go. Don't know if the Aggies will get it back in the first quarter or not. They've gained 500 yards of offense in 9 straight games. They're way away from that now. Dylan Gordon, the tight end. Only his 5th catch of the season.
Well, after that long touchdown run, Texas A&M put 9 men up to stop the run. And a beautiful play-action pass to hit the tight end. Look, there's 9 guys right there. They're going to play the run. You get the bootleg, and he's wide open. Great throw, great catch with a slippery ball, and another big play. That's a beautiful catch with a wet, slippery day.
From the 29, it's Jeremy Hill. Goes left. That's 2 tackles missed. Finally, the third man there makes stop. Isaiah Golden and Floyd Raven.
Well, this is starting to remind me of the game plan that LSU used against Florida. They just said, we are not going to have a team that bragged about being tougher than us all offseason. We're going to show it. And then Alabama said we were going to win the line of scrimmage. And now they come into this game, and no doubt in my mind, Les Miles went up to his football team and said, nobody is tougher than us.
Final 15 seconds, first quarter, and timeout called by LSU. How about that?
Another busted formation, and I'll tell you, Jarvis Landry was upset with the signals coming in. He had the wrong play.
LSU, no timeouts.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yep. Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know the ancient pyramids were actually a mistake?
Uh-oh. Geico. 15 minutes could save you, well, you know.
This is the comfort of full-grain Napa leather. This is a fully equipped crafted interior. This is dual pane. This keeps you up to date with everything and everyone. This is 9 gears that give you 31 miles per gallon highway, and LEDs come standard. This is the freedom to keep chasing all the horizons you want. Introducing the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
This episode's all rhyming, as well as all new. If you don't believe us, every word is true. A show like no other. How I Met Your Mother, Monday.
Yeah, Jarvis Landry right here. Modern day football, the wide receivers look to the bench to get the formation. Clock's running down. Les Miles is looking at the clock. Jarvis Landry's trying to figure out where to go. And they force a timeout. Now watch Landry turn around and yell at his position coach, going, come on, man. I need the signal.
And so LSU has used all 3 of its timeouts. We've got a 2nd down and 6. 11 seconds to go first quarter. At the A&M 25, McGee is the running back. He had the big play here in the first quarter. 65-yard run. Neighbors leads the way right side. McGee. See where they spot this. Darian Claiborne made the tackle.
There's nothing more Mark Snyder can do for Texas A&M. He's got 10 men committed to stopping the run on that play.
Last time the Aggies failed to score in the first quarter of a game was last year against SMU. That's the end of the first. We'll return to Baton Rouge after this message and a word from your local station.
Mine was earned orbiting the moon in 1971.
Afghanistan in 2009.
On the USS Saratoga in 1982.
Once it's earned, USAA Auto Insurance is often handed down from generation to generation because it offers a superior level of protection and because USAA's commitment to serve current and former military members and their families is without equal. Begin your legacy. Get an auto insurance quote. USAA. We know what it means to serve.
Okay, so what do you have?
Ryan, what do you think?
Lollygagging ain't for leaders. They're too busy making plays happen, answering the call, earning their big boy pants. Isn't it time to be the leader you were born to be? The playbook's right there, Captain. What's the call?
We'll have nachos, fried pickles, pretzels, buffalitos, honey barbecue wings, and waters all around.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Two Broke Girls. Monday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. Only CBS.
Struggles, tremendous. His passion, unending. Now, Steve Gleason's mother talks about the challenges he's overcome since birth and how his compassion is inspiring her thousands of miles away.
It's almost overwhelming sometimes.
Monday at 10 on Channel 4. Everybody's cheering for the free Eye on Tigers mobile app from Acme Oyster House and Channel 4. Get the latest breaking news on the purple and gold, plus stats, scores, and more. Just search WWLTV in your app store today.
There's a feeling in the air. What's the feeling?
It's the feeling of football, baby.
It's like you can't wait for next weekend.
You can't wait to show off your team. You cannot wait to get in front of the TV.
We pull out St. Jim with the energy level that everybody has.
Hey, we're from New Orleans.
We're resilient.
Resilient.
We've been through so much. You know it and I know it.
And I know it.
It's football. Amen.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen, Ronnie.
When you shop for health insurance, you'll find Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana everywhere. No matter where you are, you're covered through and through. We got a blue. For Louisiana, we got you covered. Lake Charles, North Brown, Changaloo. From Venice to Vidalia, Bio Grove too. No matter where you are, you're covered through and through. Every parish, every zip code. We got a blue for you.
Black Friday's coming. That time of year, chaos, pandemonium, holiday madness. How will you survive? No need to panic. Let Ford be your survival guide. Got a fresh new lineup of cars, trucks, SUVs, all very efficient. And people are excited. Can't really blame them. It's the Ford Black Friday sales event. Kind of a big deal.
Now get 0% APR for 60 months, plus $1,500 trade assist on 2013 F-150 Super Crew. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Catch the Eye on the Tigers post-game special after the game.
We welcome you back to Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. A low-scoring game. I mean, really low. 7-0. Are you as surprised as I am?
Well, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think the game plan has kind of evolved the way LSU wants it right now. Obviously, Manziel off to a slow start, but LSU has run the ball even maybe better than they thought. I mean, they've hit big plays. They have not given up on it, and it's also opened up the play-action pass game that they were hoping to do. So far, everything has gone LSU's way. Their defense is making plays. They're rushing Manziel. The defensive backs are making plays, and he's missing when he has opportunities.
Third down 1. Opening play, second quarter. Connor Neighbors signals to McGee, who is behind him, and they break into the secondary. A first down for the Tigers.
Well, last time on 4th and inches, they didn't make it. But this time on 3rd down, they go with the ISO. I mean, this is, you know, all of these coaches end up being who they coached under. You know, I mean, when you look at Les Miles, he was a Bo protege. When you look at Kevin Sumlin, he was Joe Tiller, Mike Price, you know, different type of people and how they design their offenses. But it's been right up the middle, just like that graphic showed you.
High formation again. McGee still on the field as a running back. Mettenberger low, but caught by Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah. Again, 10 men inside, off coverage to the outside. This might have been a running play with just an option for Mettenberger to throw it if he wanted to. Not a pretty throw. I don't even know if he got it. Did that scrape against the ground? I know he caught it the first time. Let's see if this one gets reviewed.
Not so far. Beckham already at the line. J.C. Copeland makes his first appearance in the game. Sat out the first quarter. And he leads the way.
Great penetration.
And a flag is down. Darian Claiborne makes the stop. Remember, Copeland fumbled 2 weeks ago in the opening drive against Alabama. They were going in for the score, and he did not carry the ball. He played, but he did not carry the ball. for the remainder of that game and did not see the field in the first quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if they had enough guys on the field. An illegal formation, was it maybe?
Now Copeland comes over to the near side.
Illegal formation, 5 players in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Well, so they were lined up too far back again. One of those either offensive tackles or too many players, too many wingbacks back there.
3rd down 6.
Odell Beckham needs to be on the line of scrimmage, I assume. That's the guy who was back.
Toss, Hill. Now we're back alive. Mettenberger. Touchdown. Landry. Jarvis Landry. Ninth touchdown receiving for Landry. He and Beckham comprise one of the best receiving tandems in all of college football.
Boy, that was pretty. I mean, it's different. It's not wide open. It's not spread. But it sure is effective, isn't it, when you can run the football?
Colby Delahousse on for the extra point. Seth Fruget will hold. Reed Ferguson snaps it back. It is bobbled and somehow.
Wow!
Somehow.
That's the shortest one you'll ever see. It went over the bar and stopped 1 yard behind the crossbar.
Fruget did a nice job of grabbing the bad snap. Wow.
It was bobbled.
Well,
inside,
first of all, he bobbled it, yeah. And
actually, the defender slid by. Yeah.
Of course.
So far, it's our day. Pretty easy read for Zach Mettenberger right here. He reads the inside linebacker. If he goes with the tight end, he's going to go to his second receiver. Watch this. Inside linebacker goes, go to the number 2 guy, wide open. Beautiful read, very nicely designed play. Going against a true freshman right there in Noel Ellis. Nice drive.
This is the comfort of full-grain Napa leather. This is a fully equipped crafted interior. This is dual pane. This keeps you up to date with everything and everyone. This is 9 gears that give you 31 miles per gallon highway, and LEDs come standard. This is the freedom to keep chasing all the horizons you want. Introducing the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
I firmly believe that any man's finest hour, the greatest fulfillment of all that he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted on the field of battle, victorious.
At Westrock Coffee, we celebrate the determination and spirit of the people of Rwanda who help us make the finest coffee in the world.
Napa know-how.
Oh, yeah.
Napa Legend batteries are built to last and loaded with power.
Nice.
Come on, Pete, hook me up.
What?
Hook me up.
That was a one-time thing. You said we weren't.
Hook me up, man. Come on. Come on.
Last time.
Come on. Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Get it up. Insist on Napa Legend batteries.
These agents became more than partners. Now, they'll pay the price.
I'm just trying to make this work.
It's not going to work.
A new NCIS LA Tuesday.
Tim Brando in New York with this Ford update. Georgia Southern is leading Florida. William Banks is going to take it in from 3 yards out. The boys from beautiful Eagle Creek have the lead 20-13 with no completions, no passing yards. If Florida loses, it would be their first loss ever to an FCS team. Back to Vernon Gary.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's go back and take a look at the extra point again.
Well, it was a great athletic play here. Ball is bobbled. Stay with it. But watch, DeShazer Everett actually dives past the ball. It goes behind him, kind of off his hip. and just barely clears the crossbar.
And Delahousse did a great job.
Yes, very athletic.
My
very
goodness. Frugier is still shaking his head. You bet. Well deserved. And I have never seen a more enthusiastic reaction for an extra point than that given by Les Miles.
You have to believe the way Manziel has competed in the past that every point is valuable.
Yes. And Manziel off to a terrible start. He's 2 for 11 for 22 yards. Here comes the kick. That's a rather unusual kickoff formation, and it bounces.
Oh,
he's going to let it go.
Yes.
Let it go.
Well, you never, I mean, it's a free ball, and you're going, I can't. If I let it go and it doesn't go out of bounds, I'm a dope, basically. So you play it safe, and you get the ball on the 8-yard line. Obviously, we all thought it would go out of bounds. He wasn't so sure.
And there is a flag down at the 25.
After the play was over, we had an unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 9 under this team. Number 59 against LSU. Those penalties offset. The ball will be put in play at the 8-yard line.
Nate Askew, defensive back for A&M, and Jermario Rasco. First down 10, Aggies down by 14. Early moments of the second quarter.
The only thing that you got to say about Manziel now is he's got the wind to his back.
Yeah. And there is no rain for the moment. Jalen Mills has now drawn the assignment on Evans. Manziel looks left side. He's got a man wide open. It's Darrell Walker. That's his third completion in the game. Tre'Davious White, number 16. And with that one pass completion, Manziel surpasses the number of yards, 4 of which he had accounted. That was a 24-yard gain from the 31. Across the middle, got it.
Beautiful throw, nice catch.
Travis Labhart, who since we saw the Aggies last, has earned a starting spot. He's a former walk-on.
You can just feel he understands the game now. Wind's at his back, starting to fire the football.
Good, no good, flag down.
Well, now everybody's going to wonder is who threw who out of bounds here? Will it be on Mike Evans? Will it be on Rashard Robinson? Physical game to the outside. Oh, it's going to, at the end it was on Evans. At the beginning it was on Rashard Robinson.
Pass interference, number 21 defense. It's a 15-yard penalty and automatic first down.
That's Robinson.
I think you're just going to have to live with some of those if you're LSU. I mean, there's no way backing away. Evans is going to play like that the whole game.
No points in the first quarter, 48 yards and 2 first downs, but they've more than made up for it on this possession. Manziel. Good block. Missed tackle. That's why he's so excited.
Yeah, they had him in the pocket, Ted. He's one of those special players. When you think you got him in the pocket, you really don't. Rasco thought he had him, and he didn't have him.
That was Cameron Clear, number 85, the tight end, who had the block that allowed Manziel to pick up 6 or 7 more yards.
Imagine how frustrating that is to beat your guy up front. You got a good SEC tackle blocking you. Then you're coming in free, and Manziel makes you look silly. That's why you never can get comfortable. Every point every point's going to count in this football game. You have to believe that.
13, there's the measurement. First down. 13 consecutive games for the Aggies scoring in excess of 40 points. They're scoreless so far, but you just have a feeling it's got to happen.
We just saw a game a week ago, 20-point lead with 10 minutes to go, and the way it ended.
The prayer, Jordan Hare, I saw somebody. That's a good one. First down 10.
No help at the bottom of the screen. Freshman against drafted player Mike Evans. Going to be an NFL star.
Handoff Molina. Not much there. Inside the 30, however. Daniil Hunter and Craig Lawson at the tackle. Manziel 4 for 13 now. Started off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore now. He's in his groove. It's like Mickey Mantle struck out twice the first 2 times. Who cares?
Very well stated. Manziel. Oh, Ego Ferguson got there a little late. That was Anthony Johnson, number 90, with the tackle.
Flushed, but still redirected. That's one of the things that have been sold by LSU to their pass rushers. If you go by them, come back and get them. You'll get another shot at them. Just keep running.
Third down 7 at the 29. Aggies trail by 14. Mike Matthews will snap it back. 4-man rush again. Manziel pulls up, lets it go. Caught by Darrell Walker at the 21-yard line.
Very interesting talking to John Chavis, and what he was telling his defensive players that they want to force Manziel to his left. But I have to say, what I've watched Manziel, I don't think I've ever seen anybody better at stopping when he goes to his left and making that sidearm throw.
First down 10. 10-20 to go. First down. This time it's Mills on Evans, who is in the slot, lower part of the screen. Here he goes. Taken down roughly at the 8-yard line. And Malcolm Kennedy is injured.
I couldn't tell if Manziel was attempting a slide there or not. Doesn't look like it, did it? Didn't look like it. And it was Malcolm Kennedy's left knee that got kind of buckled in the middle of that tackle. Kind of slid right into Kennedy himself, didn't Manziel?
Yes, he did. Kennedy, who was one of the stars in that signature win a year ago at Alabama,
right,
for the Aggies.
Manziel kind of runs out of space here, and he's got Malcolm Kennedy right in front of him, and the two collide. A little bit of a shove by Corey Thompson also caused that collision from behind between Manziel and Johnson.
Time has been taken on
Malcolm
the field.
Kennedy.
Yep.
Sorry.
Don't miss the Crazy Ones Thanksgiving Day Marathon beginning Thursday at 8:30, 7:30 Central.
This is Todd Graves, founder of Raising Cane's. Thanks for giving our fingers a hand and rating Cane's not only the #1 chicken restaurant, but the #1 quick service restaurant in America. You scored our chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries, Texas toast, coleslaw, and cane sauce. #1 in taste of food and quality of ingredients. Throw in a #1 for order accuracy from our friendly crew, and first place tastes great, especially when rated best by respected critics, our customers. Raising Cane's, one love.
Before they certify a pre-owned BMW, they inspect pretty much everything.
Even the cup holders?
Yes.
Rear defroster?
Mm-hmm.
Front bumper?
Yeah.
Door handles?
Did you take my yogurt?
Air conditioning?
Yes.
Lower speeds?
Yeah.
Mirrors?
Yes.
Turn signals?
Yep.
A lot goes into a certified pre-owned BMW, so you can get a lot out of it. Get yours today at the BMW Happier New Year event. Hurry in for exceptional offers through BMW Financial Services.
Jefferson Financial Credit Union is not where you bank, but where you belong. With over 40 years of commitment to exceptional financial services, we strive to meet the needs of everyone in our community. We are open to all residents of Jefferson Parish. Join today and enjoy the benefits.
Ooh. Where'd everyone go?
Wendy's.
Oh.
They heard you sing jalapenos, jalapenos.
Just $1.79.
Oh.
Wendy's new sweet jalapeno junior bacon cheeseburger. Get more kick for just $1.79.
Now that's better.
Steve Gleason's mother on her son's battle with ALS, Monday at 10.
Malcolm Kennedy, the fine wide receiver for the Aggies, on the bench getting some medical attention. He was able to walk off by himself.
And he plays an important spot as you look at the red zone stats here.
He's the Verizon red zone stats. A&M 73% touchdowns.
He plays that Ryan Swope spot to the wide side of the field that is an important part of this A&M passing attack.
Manziel 43 yards on the ground. He'll give it off this time, and Molina plunges up the middle and down at the 2. Craig Lawston, number 6, made the tackle. Impressive drive now. It began when Molina grabbed the kickoff and stepped out at his own 8-yard line.
Yeah, Manziel's 3 for 3 on this drive. He's actually had 2 big scrambles, 15-yard penalty. About everything has gone for A&M's way once that first pass was completed.
Double tight end set for the Aggies. 9:15 remaining in the half. Manziel fires it incomplete to Evans.
Yeah, the bad snap threw this play off. Manziel has to react to the snap and throws him off. So he catches it, makes him turn, and then never really sets his feet to make a wide open throw that time. Could have been an easy touchdown.
3rd and goal. 3 wide right, 1 top of the screen. Molina is in the backfield with Manziel.
Will he try to go one-on-one to Evans? That's the question. Remember, I questioned him before for not doing it.
Doesn't look that way. He's going. It's incomplete. Darrell Walker. I believe he should have had it.
Big decision time for Kevin Sumlin now. Looks at the clock. Obviously should have been caught. Balls. That's a perfect throw on that one. Low it away.
Aggies will go for it. On 4th down.
You cannot vacate the box because you'll get a quarterback draw. LSU will keep linebackers in the middle so he does not run the quarterback draw.
Low snap. Manziel retreats, chased, heaves it up. Incomplete. DJ Welker, number 31, with the pressure on Johnny Manziel.
Welker came unblocked that time. John Chavis played aggressive. Welker comes right up the middle and forces Manziel to retreat instead of getting outside the pocket. Takes his outside shoulder away, forces him back to help, and nobody to throw the ball to.
Jake Spavital, quarterback coach, talking with Johnny Manziel.
Both Maxwell and Ted have hail damage to their cars. Ted is trying to get a hold of his insurance agent. Maxwell is not. He's on Geico.com setting up an appointment with an adjuster. Ted is now on hold with his insurance company. Maxwell is not and just confirmed a 5:30 time for Tuesday. Ted is still waiting.
Yes.
Maxwell is out and about with Ted's now ex-girlfriend.
Later, Ted.
Online claims appointments just a click away on Geico.com.
Honestly, I'm not looking for 5-star treatment. I get times are tight, but it's hard to get any work done like this. Then came this baby. Small, but with Windows and Office. It runs my work stuff, and I can use apps like Flipboard for news or Xbox Video to watch the shows I'm never home to see. And I can still get work done at the same time. Excuse me, do you mind if I... Yeah.
Honestly, I
That's your new boss?
Yeah.
Well, your boss loves the beach.
Really?
She's been to London, Paris, and her son plays baseball.
You psychic?
No, I speak Pandora. He went to Jared.
Celebrate life's unforgettable moments with a fabulous selection of Pandora charms and bracelets, including these charms exclusively at Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, telling her life story with just a turn of the wrist.
You're good.
I know.
That's why he went to Jared.
Sunday, two of the season's strongest teams go head-to-head.
Travis and Nicole are going down.
A new Amazing Race, CBS Sunday after 60 Minutes.
Got a feeling Johnny Manziel's a little frustrated. 89-yard drive. No points. This is in the West, of course, but things are very fascinating in the SEC East. Missouri, South Carolina. And let's give you the scenario. Missouri has a one-game lead for the moment. They play at Ole Miss tonight. They need to win both of their games. They've got the Aggies in a week. And South Carolina will win the SEC championship because they own the tiebreaker. They won in double overtime against the Tigers. And South Carolina will be the world's biggest Ole Miss fans tonight. First down 10. Connor Neighbors, Jeremy Hill in the backfield. That's Beckham in motion. Guarded by Devontae Harris. Mettenberger, that's going to be thrown away. Logan Stokes, the third team tight end, the intended receiver, more or less.
Well, you know, if you're Cam Cameron calling plays right now, you know, if you get a 3 and out, don't get a first down, you're going to give Manziel the ball right in scoring field position again. And as frustrating as that last, as you look at Cam right there in the middle calling the plays right there, he is understands that you can stop him a few times, but you ain't going to stop him all game.
Hill, the deep back, he follows Neighbors to the right side, but not for very far. And a big third down coming up now. That was Gavin Stansbury, number 72, who made the stop. 3rd and 9. Third down 9, 8:30 to go, and the Tigers lead by 14. And they are out of timeouts. Third down 9, break the huddle, hustle, keep it on the ground. Hill breaks the tackle. First down.
I don't think so.
No, he's not. I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
He's short.
It looked like he had enough space to get the first down, but when he bounced it outside, he did not go north and south enough. Goes wide. Now cut it up. He got pulled from behind that time. That was the play by Obiaha that time, wasn't it?
Julian Obiaha, yes. 95.
That's a good 3 and out for that A&M defense.
Just short of the 4th. Jamie Keene on to punt from the end zone. Devontae Harris hustles back.
I think he might have either shanked it or got a piece of it. Going to get the ball at about the 23-yard line.
Wow. That was Sam Miller, the 12th man, special teams, walk-on, wearing number 12, normally number 44.
Well, he blocked. If he did get a piece of this one, he had a block for a safety against Mississippi State. I think he just shanked it, to tell you the truth. I don't know if it was blocked or not, but ended up going out on the 26-yard line.
13-yard punt. Sam Miller, walk-on special teams player. Time called.
We asked people, if you could get paid to do something you really love, what would you do?
I'd be a writer.
I'd be a baker.
I want to be a pie maker.
I want to be a pilot.
I'd be an architect.
What if I told you someone could pay you? And what if that person were you? When you think about it, isn't that what retirement should be? Paying ourselves to do what we love?
So what kind of car should I get? New or used? Used.
Now at Autotrader.com, compare new and used cars and even special offers. So when you find the right car, there won't be any doubt in your mind. Autotrader.com, the ultimate automotive marketplace.
You could run with these guys, Doug. You have 3 times the steak. That's what a man eats. Hurricane Doug's gonna make it rain. 3 times the steak makes you feel like 3 times the man. The new triple steak stack from Taco Bell.
So this board gives me rates for Progressive Direct and other car insurance companies?
Yes.
But you're Progressive and they're them?
Yes.
But they're here?
Yes.
Are you...
There?
Yes.
No.
Are you them?
I'm me.
But those rates are for...
Them.
So them are here.
Yes. You want to run through it again?
No, I'm good.
You got it?
Yes.
Rates for us and them. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Coming up on the Geico Halftime Report, Connor Shaw became the winningest quarterback in South Carolina history today, rolling Coastal Carolina. If Missouri loses to Ole Miss tonight, the Gamecocks will be headed to the SEC Championship. Now back to A&M and LSU.
All right, there's Sam Miller, the 12th man out of San Antonio, Texas. Came close to blocking it, but...
yeah, I don't think he got it, but there's no doubt his presence was felt. But the ball slides just by his hand, and I think this is just, unfortunately, a shanked ball.
And as a result of a 13-yard punt, Manziel, there's Miller. He's worn that number 12 for the 11th consecutive week. That's a tradition started by Jackie Sherrill back in the 80s when he was the Aggie coach. Here's Manziel.
No help on Evans at all at the bottom of the screen.
Rashard Robinson has the defensive assignment. Manziel from behind. Danielle Hunter. Huge play.
Well, Danielle Hunter got the sack, but Mike Evans is not going to understand why he's not getting the football to the outside here. He's open again. I didn't understand it when it was near the goal line why he didn't throw to him. And I don't quite get it. Man-to-man coverage, your big receiver, no safety on that half of the field. Why you just don't chuck one up in the air.
Malcolm Kennedy back on the field. Tracy Wolfson reporting that it was a neck injury, not a knee injury. So there he is in the slot. Tipped. It'll be 3rd down. Darrell Walker, the intended receiver.
Ball was a little overthrown, had to throw it inside that time. And just wide. I'm sorry,
Johnny Manziel, 5 of 18. 6.5 to go, first half. Rush from the corner. Manziel heaves it. Darrell Walker makes the reception.
It's going to be 4th and about 4 or 5, 6 yards here, but again going to his left. Dwayne Thomas is chasing him. Watch him stop and throw that ball going to his left. Either way he scrambles, he's a weapon.
They have brought the field goal unit on. This will be a 42-yard.
And by the way,
Connor McQueen is a new holder. There's the effort from Lambeau. Good. He's now 7 of 8 for the season, having replaced Taylor Bertolette in the middle of the year. 6 minutes to go, first half. Aggies on the board.
AT&T is making holiday shopping easier. Now for a limited time, you can get half off the newest smartphones when you trade in your current smartphone. It's not complicated. Saving is better. Get it now for $99.99, only at AT&T.
Introducing Red Lobster Seafood Bakes. Combinations of your favorite seafood, from lobster to crab, shrimp, and mussels in a savory broth. Try one today and see food differently. Now get $10 off any 2 Seafood Bakes crab or lobster entrees.
humans. Even when we cross our T's and dot our I's, we still run into problems. Namely, other humans. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with new car replacement and accident forgiveness if you qualify. See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
They've lost a partner and a friend. Now it's payback time.
I'm not gonna threaten to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
Person of Interest. New episode CBS Tuesday.
Welcome back, guys. I just saw Johnny Manziel coming off the field, and he was wincing in pain, and it looked to be that right hand, and athletic trainers looking at it for a brief moment. But guys, in the first drive of the game, he actually seemed to have hurt it. He came off, he was moving around his shoulder. I don't know if it was nerve from the shoulder injury that he had, the cold, or he really did hurt it in that first drive, but it seems to have been bothering him this whole half so far, and it seemed to just be more aggravated during that drive there.
All right, Tracy, thank you. And despite a 13-yard punt by LSU and a very short field, the Aggies had to settle for a field goal. Now Odell Beckham Jr. is deep. Taylor Bertolette is the kickoff artist. Almost half of his kickoffs this year have resulted in touchbacks, 34 of 81. See if he can reach the Aggie band tuba section.
Well, they're
got the wind behind him.
Yeah, they're poised for it.
They're ready. Beckham Jr., an exciting return specialist.
Vern, usually at this time of the game, since LSU is getting the ball to start the second half, I always point out that it's a big series for the defense to get a stop here. But for A&M, if your offense and you're Mettenberger, you get a score here, you get the ball score again, you might put Manziel out of reach. So I think it's a huge series for the LSU offense here.
Short kickoff. Beckham coming left and tackled at the 25. Yeah, a flag is down.
It's a big penalty because that ball could go back, at almost the point of the foul. If it's from the 16, it's going to go back to the 8-yard line.
During the return, illegal block below the waist, number 14 of the receiving team. It's half the distance to the goal, first down.
That's Terrence McGee, the running back.
And actually, he slipped on the play when he was trying to block. Watch Terrence right here. He's had a couple long runs. As he tries to plant and block, his feet go out from under him. And that's what called the block below the waist.
And so officially from the 9 now.
Yeah, big difference, 25 to the 9 or 8-yard line, whatever it is. And that is now you're looking at, do we have to give the ball back to Manziel again in this half?
McGee stays on the field as the running back. Copeland is the fullback, number 44. And Mettenberger in at quarterback. Delay. Copeland moved.
Number 44 offense. Half the distance to the goal. Remains first down.
J.C. Copeland that time just moved or flinched before the snap. And that time, Texas A&M put 10 men in the box. They were begging Mettenberger to throw. Watch 44. Fullback. Yep, flinched just enough. But he's going to get called.
First down, 14. Play action, Mettenberger. He is not a scrambler.
Yeah, and play action was being kind. It was a busted play that time.
Okay.
Nobody out for a pass, goes the wrong way, or the fullback goes the wrong way or something. But this has been a disastrous, with 6 minutes to go to finish off the half. They get a penalty on the kickoff. They get a flinch penalty, and now they got 2nd and long. understand they give the ball back to Manziel. You remember at the end of the half a year ago, it was a late touchdown by LSU that changed the complexion of that game.
Mettenberger goes deep right side. Got a man out there. It's Beckham, and he cannot hold on.
I thought that was defended well. He might have come up with that, but Floyd Raven, I think, knocked it away. Beckham holds up the defender. Was it Devontae Harris? Yes, Devontae Harris. Good coverage by Harris. Tracking down the ball. Grabbed his arm, though, on the play and got away with it, didn't he? When you saw it in ISO and you see Beckham get up and go, come on, make the call.
Well, a couple of mental errors have cost LSU, and they're now facing a 3rd and 13.
He got away with a hold.
Blitz threatened, blitz coming, flag thrown. Now then.
It's going to be 5 more yards, well, half the distance again.
False start, number 70 offense. Half the distance to the goal, remains 3rd down.
Well, the offensive coordinator is Cam Cameron. And he was telling us yesterday he was the head coach at Indiana and a good friend of Coach Bob Knight. And at the end of the game against Alabama, there were a few mental errors. Bob Knight called Coach Cameron and said, we are making dumb mistakes.
Taking a partnership with Cam, hasn't he?
Yes. Well, they've made a few here. 3rd and 16. Rush coming, Mettenberger lets it go. Caught by Beckham. And that little turn at the edge has gotten them out of a huge hole.
What a throw. I mean, you can't throw a ball any better than this. Protection up front, Beckham to the bottom. Look at that cushion being given down here. He knows where he wants to go, delivers it right on the money. DeShazer Everett misses the tackle, gave way too much. The ball is put right on the shoulder pads. Just can't do it any better than that. The biggest throw of the game so far by Zach Mettenberger, or either quarterback for that matter.
And a 1st down on a 19-yard gain. It's McGee as the running back, play action. Mettenberger with all day. And there's stumbling and a flag is thrown. Devontae Harris on Odell Beckham Jr.
I mean, it's not an easy job he's got. He's got really one of the best wide receivers in the country, and he's got to cover him on 70 yards all over the field.
There's another flag in the offensive backfield.
Gets his hands on him, and then does he get tangled up with his legs? But that time they called it. It appears his right arm. He grabbed him with his right arm. He got away with the first one, but you're right, Vern. There's 2 flags.
2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 48 defense. Pass interference, number 1 defense. Either of those penalties are 15 yards and automatic 1st down.
So it'll be a 30-yard penalty against Texas A&M. Zach gets hit by Darian Claiborne. Oh, yeah. He launched at him after he let the ball go. So you get 15 yards for pass interference, and then you get 15 yards for roughing the passer.
And less than a minute ago, LSU was facing 3rd and 18.
His biggest throw of the game so far, no doubt about it.
Well, let's see. They marked only the 1 15-yard penalty. 15 yards, not back-to-back. So the 15-yard penalty, I didn't hear Tom Ritter say either of these penalties.
I thought he said both.
Yeah. 1st down 10. McGee.
McGee's been a little more effective than Jeremy Hill, hasn't he, running between the tackles? He had that one big run, but he does seem more committed downhill. Connor Neighbors now doing his job, played a good physical football game, leading the way. Copeland has been kind of the backup. He used to be the main guy.
Neighbors number 43, and here is Beckham coming to the near side. Second down 5. McGee. Whoops. Floyd Raven, number 5, with the tackle.
Yeah, that same bounce out, though, has not been working for LSU. The Texas A&M defense has forced it wide and then run it down. Well, the last third down play, a great throw, but DeShazer Everett missed the tackle on Beckham. Now, can they get a stop?
Third down 4, flag.
Is that a good omen and a bad omen for LSU?
Substitution infraction on the offense. 12 players in formation and breaking the huddle. That's a 5-yard penalty, third down.
That's another mental error for the Tigers.
Well, Dylan Gordon is running off the field late. He must have been the extra guy out there, but boy, it was mistakes. A couple weeks ago we saw against Alabama, and mistakes again today. Now, Mettenberger and Beckham bailed them out last time. Let's see if it can be bailed out again.
Third down 9 after the penalty. Alfred Blue is the running back on one side. Jeremy Hill the other. Across the middle, got it. Jeremy Hill to the 43.
Well, great protection first off, because Mettenberger actually came to a second choice. He wanted to go to Beckham. He came to the running back late, and kind of a funny matchup. Mark Snyder kind of gambled with the pass rush and ended up with Gavin Stansbury on the tailback. Vern. Sure. Mettenberger went through his reads and ended up with a perfect matchup.
And the clock at 2:20 now. Again, LSU used all 3 of its timeouts in the first quarter. Keep it on the ground. Tackle made on Jeremy Hill. And Gavin Stansbury lost his helmet, so he immediately heads to the sideline, has to sit out one play.
Just think about this, the success of this drive. We talked about it. It started out so bad, but if LSU is able to get out of this half without letting Manziel come back out on the field, a huge win for LSU.
This drive began at the 6-minute mark. Second down 8. Hill the running back. Mettenberger to throw. Got him open. Jarvis Landry. Touchdown LSU. With the catch, he goes across 1,000 yards, joining Beckham. 2 1,000-yard receivers for LSU.
Well, the running game is paying off, and the play-action pass. I mean, we're watching basically 1970 football here. I mean, this is the way it was done by Cam Cameron, Les Miles, Bo Schembechler. This is the same offense that Mark Snyder was warned about. What a beautiful wheeled route by Jarvis Landry.
Delahousse with the extra point. This one clean. SEC multiple 1,000-yard receivers. Doring and Hilliard, 96 of Florida. Gaffney and Caldwell for the Gators in 2001. And now Odell Beckham joins by Jarvis Landry.
Well, one false step. Stepping in for the run. Watch what happens. Landry in the slot will take the touchdown. One step. That's all it was by Howard Matthews, and he never had a chance. Beautiful throw, great play action, and a wonderful call by Cam Cameron.
How about the drive? 6 minutes, and they score the touchdown.
Bubba Watson, he's one of those guys that breaks the mold.
awesome. Drives the general lead. That's kind of cool. A real free spirit.
I think he's cute.
He won the Masters. He's awesome. I mean, he's unbelievable. All the intel I have access to, I can see it.
That is a great party trick.
Tim Brando in New York. Dubious history in Gainesville. This is Skyler Morningwig on 4th and 3, looking for Solomon Patton. It's incomplete. Georgia Southern becomes the first FCS school to ever beat Florida 26-20. It ensures their first losing season in Gainesville since 1979, and the howling for Will Muschamp will get a lot louder. Back to Vernon Gill.
All right, Timmy, we all remember when Ron Zook was the head coach at Florida, having surpassed, or succeeded rather, Steve Spurrier. And in his last year, he said there is noise in the system. Whew. Boy.
I remember when Will Muschamp was at LSU and he told the story that Nick Saban had scheduled Georgia Southern, okay, the same team, and they ran the wishbone, and Will went up to Nick and said, "Have you seen this team?" Nick watched it for 5 minutes, walked in the athletic director's office and said, "We ain't playing these guys."
I do remember that. Yes. Well, Will Muschamp, a friend of all of ours, and going through a very tough time in Gainesville right now. He served here under Saban as his defensive coordinator. Ultimately wound up with Mack Brown at Texas. That didn't work out. And now his team losing to Georgia Southern. Some people are unaffected by the weather. Hairston with the kickoff. Trey Williams with the tackle.
Well, Vern, that last drive again, 3rd and 18, 2 big third down plays, well protected, a missed tackle by DeShazer Everett. That would have been short of the first down, would have forced a punt. The next third down, Mettenberger stays with his reads, comes back, drops it off to Hill on a 3rd and 9, and of course a play action pass ends up with the score.
Manziel with 92 seconds to go in the half. He's got a man down there and overthrows him. Laquiviante Gonzalez.
Well, there's no easing up here, is there, by LSU. They are continuing to play aggressive defense and man-to-man coverages.
2nd down 10. Manziel now 6 of 20. Kind of a low snap. Manziel lobs it across the middle to the aforementioned Laquiviante Gonzalez, and he is out of bounds with the first down.
Well, just kind of funny. I mean, you never want to turn down a touchdown, obviously, but when Landry scored, I went, "Oh no, Manziel's going to get the ball back." That's right. Maybe he should have fell down on a 1-inch line and scored 3 plays later. And you know Johnny Manziel loves these 2-minute drills.
Comes the rush from the corner. This one.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy! Cuts right in for the score. No flags. Touchdown A&M.
I tell you, John Chavis played man-to-man to the outside. That's a true freshman, Tre'Davious White. He has no help. There is no safety behind him. Slips on the play, and he's gone. There's nobody behind to help. Lofton comes late, but you're not going to make that tackle. That's why I was kind of laughing about that touchdown. You gave him time.
And the extra point is good.
College football something, I gotta say. You know, these guys are just good enough and just bad enough that the plays are unbelievable.
Well, that drive took all of 29 seconds.
2 billion smiles. 2 billion hugs. 2 billion journeys. Calls answered. Lives touched. As we pass $2 billion in charitable giving, the PGA Tour thanks our tournaments, volunteers, sponsors, and fans who have made it possible to give back to local charities all over the country.
Don't forget the Geico halftime report coming up. We'll go back to the studio. Tim and the guys for scores and highlights from around the country.
Don't you got a feeling that this thing is going to go all the way to the end, just
yes,
like the rest of our games?
I do now. I was so sure 7 seconds ago.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I was half joking, you know, but I mean, you can't turn down a touchdown, but, you know, if LSU ended up with the ball and scored on the last few plays of the half, it's over. Now, I don't quite get what, you know, LSU gambled playing man coverage. His safety was, you know, 40 yards away from that catch.
Bertolette, Taylor Bertolette will kick off. Odell Beckham Jr. says, oh my God,
he's going to do it. Oh, they called him. He had second and third thoughts. He said, I never put my knee down, and he was going to try it. Yet you cannot fake going down here. Once he stalls, it's over. Whistle blew.
Yeah, Tom Ritter was very quick.
Yeah, one more look at the safety help. Craig Lawson is right here. He's on the far hash. This is the matchup. And, you know, that's the matchup Mike Evans had earlier that I didn't understand why he didn't throw it. He got sacked on first down on a throw just like that he could have made.
So the touchback gives Mettenberger and LSU the ball at the 25. As Beckham Jr. in motion. Hill gets the toss into the secondary. And a little jawing going on the near side.
Well, that's
continues.
That's what they're trying to get Jeremy Hill to do right here. The patented play for LSU, the short inside toss. Just take it up strong.
Again, LSU out of timeouts. 46 seconds to go.
Very interesting that with a senior quarterback that's going to be drafted in the first round, you ain't going to give him a chance to come back.
Hill.
First down, clock will stop. Now will they allow him to throw a few here? The other guy scored in 29 seconds. Late flag, huh?
Yep.
I think Trey Turner is the guy that's going to get called on the play. He's blocking Darian Claiborne, number 48, I believe.
And a little.
Oh, yeah, there's enough right there, too. It is. Trey Claiborne, excuse me, Darian Claiborne and Trey Turner.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 56. Offense, that's a 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10.
And that should probably end the half unless they want to throw very deep. And I might take a shot. As good as Beckham is at jumping up and making plays, as athletic as he is, I might try to line up in a real tight formation and throw one deep.
7 penalties now against LSU.
Nope,
20.
they're going to take a knee.
Yep. LSU with the lead at the break, 21-10. Johnny Manziel, ineffective for the most part, but given an opportunity with 92 seconds to go, found Darrell Walker after Tre'Davious White, the defender, slipped. And let's go down to Tracy, who's with Kevin Sumlin.
Thanks so much. That last score is basically what you've been waiting for, but what can you attribute the struggles on offense to early on in this game?
Well, we've been a little bit off. You know, we've missed some passes by a little bit. I mean, but they've got a lot to do with it. Tight coverage, we got to be able to compete and make plays. Third downs, we couldn't convert. So we got to stay on the field and make up some of these third downs. We also had a couple penalties that set us behind the chains.
We saw Johnny getting his hand worked on a little bit. Is there anything to worry about there?
No, that's been going on for a while. So, you know, it's part of the game this time of the year. He'll be all right.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Tracy, thank you. Kevin Sumlin. And after Trey Turner got the penalty for the extracurricular stuff, had a brief chat with his head coach, Les Miles. As in, what are you thinking?
Yeah, right at the 50-yard line, too.
That's the end of the half. 21-10 here. LSU leads. Let's go to Tim Brando in our New York studio.
All right, Vern, thank you. Coming up here on the Geico Halftime Report, Spencer Bryan and I will have all of today's action, including the top 3 teams in the nation, rolling it up. A combined 119-7 today so far. All of that after this word from your local station.
Don't miss Criminal Minds. Wednesday, only CBS.
It's coming. That time of year, chaos, pandemonium, holiday madness. How will you survive? No need to panic. Let Ford be your survival guide. Got a fresh new lineup of cars, trucks, SUVs, all very efficient. And people are excited, can't really blame them. It's the Ford Black Friday sales event. Kind of a big deal.
Now get 0% APR for 60 months, plus $1,500 trade assist on 2013 F-150 Super Crew. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Donnie, Rouse's has got to have more team members than any other grocer.
And you know, Chef, that's just one reason why we have such great customer service.
Service is a huge part of the experience at Commander's Palace. The Brennan family is known for it, and the Rouse's family is too.
I always say people come for their food, but they come back for the service. Get our best price every day and our best service every day. Mind if I help you with this?
Absolutely.
Rouse's, you're either local or you're not.
The Chrysler Big Finish event is here. And with it comes the inevitable hustle and bustle of the season. But when you stop to reflect on what you have and everything it took to get it, you realize that the greatest gift is what you give back. Start your holiday with some of the best deals of the year at the Chrysler Big Finish event.
During the Big Finish event, get $2,250 total cash allowance on the 2014 Chrysler 300C or select 200 sedans.
There's been a lot of talk about who should partner with Jefferson Parish's 2 hospitals. We thought this might be helpful. HCA means more property taxes for the community, more local, quality care, more experience, over 40 years in the area. We're HCA, and we take care of Jefferson Parish. Let your parish council know you want HCA.
Catch the Eye on the Tigers post-game special after the game.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Halftime Report. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to the Geico Halftime Report. Tim Brando with the score in Death Valley. LSU leading A&M 21-10. I'm joined by Spencer Tillman and Brian Jones. It's interesting to think how LSU matched up poorly against Ole Miss and yet very well against A&M.
Well, LSU is doing a great job of jetting their ends up the field, and I think that if this A&M team is going to avoid their first road loss in the Johnny Manziel area, they've got to do a better job of going up-tempo. If they don't, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, and there's been a nice mixture on that defense as well. Even when those ends get up the field, they are retracing their steps, coming back and helping contain Johnny Manziel. And this may be the team that just has A&M's numbers. Every now and then there's one like that.
Yeah, Mettenberger was doing a great job, but he was kind of giving it a little bit back, giving them the business.
Yes, he was.
Kind of instigating.
So
you got to be careful.
So you want to score over 40 for the 14th consecutive.
Yeah, what happened right after you did that? They came back.
LSU is not a great second half team. They got to be careful.
All right,
about that.
now on to the highlight blitz from today. Plenty of action for us to discuss, and some that are surprising. This one wouldn't be, though, Spencer.
Alabama trying to go wire to wire as the #1 they have for the first 5 weeks in the FBS. There, nice job, Amari Cooper on the end of that 38-yard score for Alabama, rolling.
Yeah, they are rolling. They'll have to roll right into the plains of Auburn, Alabama next week on CBS. All right, South Carolina, Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, taking on Chanticleers. Is that how you say it, Tim? All that is a free-range chicken, apparently. And Dylan Thompson, hey, the second team players got a lot of playing time in this one. Dylan Thompson passed to Pharaoh Cooper.
And remember, if Ole Miss beats Missouri tonight, they'll sew up the East and play in the Southeastern Conference Championship game. Now, that's to Florida State. How about Jameis Winston?
Well,
yes, warming up for the game.
Yeah, I got a lot on his mind here. Jameis Winston hits Kenny Shaw over the middle. He makes the man miss on his way to a 46-yard touchdown. They've already locked up a spot in the ACC Championship game, but again, they've got more on their plate to worry about. Florida State, the artists have put away early in this contest, and they're doing it again right now.
Speaking of putting it away early, BJ, that's what Ohio State needs to do again against Indiana.
Yeah, they are. Watch Ohio State's Kenny Guyton. That's Spencer's favorite quarterback. Braxton Miller's my favorite quarterback. And there's a new series coming to CBS. How I Met My Headache. Ouch! How does Braxton Miller not hurt himself with that?
Or How I Met My Earache. Brian Jones.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
I hear it.
So here's they're obviously on their way to get another pageant victory for the BCS, and they need them. Michigan State taking on Northwestern today. Talk about that run game of D'Antonio.
Jeremy Langford does what he does best right here. A nice 37-yard touchdown run. Michigan State already locked up the Legends Division. They're going to the Big Ten championship game.
So that's the story for them. They will be on the other side of Ohio State. That's good news for the Buckeyes. Into the ACC we go. Duke is Duke, but not anymore in football.
No, they're not. David Cutcliffe, cool right there. He's trying to lead his team through his 7th straight victory. Got off to a slow start, but then they turned it up. Brandon Connett takes it in 3 yards out. 9 wins for the first time since 1941. Win next week, they're in the ACC championship game.
How about that? Now, the Citadel taking on Clemson, and they're honoring the armed forces and Taj Boyd. And why not? What a career he's had. Last home game here to Mike Williams. That's a 30-yard strike to make it 14-0. 100 career touchdown passes. Got that done in the first half.
It's his final home game.
Yeah, Dabo Swinney back-to-back and looking for consecutive 11-win seasons. They hadn't done that since the 80s. 52-6 over the Black Knights of the Ashley River. Over to the Pac-12 we go. Who wants to win the North, BJ?
Well, Oregon can if they win today. At least get into that conference championship game, and Arizona's having other things.
How about Rich Rod for them? How about that after a couple of losses? Now, what that means is Stanford, if they can get the W, will win the Pac-12 North, and they're playing a hapless Cal team today, Spence.
Yes, the 116th installment of this one right here, Timmy. Kevin Hogan doing a nice job of passing right here to Ty Montgomery. Breaks away for 72-yard there. An Oregon loss and a Stanford win. And the Cardinal will play in the Pac-12
That dude's a beast right there, Montgomery.
How about the big game, the Axe, the Bay Area bragging rights, and maybe even the Pac-12 championship game. Well, coming up, we'll tell you how Florida locked in its first losing season since the Charlie Pell era, when the Geico Halftime Report continues. The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Nissan. The Home Depot. Geico. And by Verizon.
Let's not wait for Black Friday. Let's do an upgrade. Let's pull up the A-list. Find the one. Let's double down on double doors. Let's shop. Let's save. Let's do it early. The Black Friday crowds can have their day. We'll already have our appliances. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. These Whirlpool Energy Star refrigerators, your choice, just $9.98.
Road closed?
There's a guy. Excuse me, Glacier Point?
Follow me!
Follow me! Keep up, keep up, keep up.
Look, he's right there.
The Nissan Pathfinder.
Wow. Follow me!
Nissan, innovation that excites.
Now get a $279 per month lease on a 2014 Nissan Pathfinder.
Look at him.
You want me to? Shake? Down? Speak.
Try Chick-fil-A's Peppermint Chocolate Chip Milkshake, available only for the holidays.
Okay, ladies, grab a knee. I got somebody I want y'all to meet. He's a real leader, and he's gonna help us turn this thing around in the second half.
Aflac. Aflac. Aflac, 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 Aflac. Aflac!
That's what I'm talking about!
Aflac. Aflac.
You feel me? Yeah! Bring it in!
If you get sick or injured, we do everything we can to help you get back in the game. Aflac, an official partner of the Heisman Trophy.
Hi there. Welcome to the gallery. How do you react when you first see this?
It looks kind of like a dancer.
Reality check. Some 4G LTE coverage maps don't really look like maps.
Seems like maybe a bunch of berries.
A witch-like shrew.
This one feels more empty.
I'm seeing America, but a lot of it is missing.
What do you see here?
Clearly a picture of the United States.
Check the map. Verizon's superfast 4G LTE is the most reliable and in more places than any other 4G network.
I should switch to Verizon immediately.
That's powerful. Verizon.
Welcome back to the Geico Halftime Report. Take back your Sundays with that other pregame show. Tomorrow morning starting at 9 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. It's the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Now let's get back to the Blitz. And Spencer, take a look at this from the boys from beautiful Eagle Creek.
Yeah, the game was tied at 20. Georgia Southern's Jerick McKinnon goes 14 yards on that little jet sweep. Had them up 26-20 at that point, Georgia Southern. Last chance for Florida, trailing by 6. Skylar Morningwig's pass is broken up. Georgia Southern holds on for the upset 26-16. I'll tell you, this is the first 6-game losing streak in the modern era for this Florida team. And I'm telling you, this is problematic, guys. This is problematic for a number of reasons. Chief among them, the fans were starting to kind of wane a little bit and get frustrated with what was going on there. But he had the mulligan, did Will Muschamp, with the injury situation. But I think now his comments most recently kind of stirred that crowd up a little bit.
Well, what he said was he told the fans last week, post-game, get a grip. Well, you know what? I sort of said the same thing on my show. Guess what? I'm a sportscaster, not the head coach. He may live to rue the day that he said
Well, let's give Georgia Southern some credit. Remember back in 2011, they went into Bryant-Denny and put 302 yards on the ground versus that staunch Alabama defense. Today, 429 yards rushing for Georgia Southern, 0 passing yards. Yeah, this is going to be very problematic for Will. I'm a big fan of his, but this one hurts.
Yeah, all right. Fresno State and New Mexico fly in the ointment matchup game here, and Fresno rolling right along against the Lobos. We had a punt Ruski in that game. Also, Bob Stoops passing Barry Switzer on the
Congratulations, Bob.
List. Good game, Bob gets it done, 41-31 today. And a reminder, coming up on Thanksgiving Friday at 2:30. Enough with you guys. Aaron Taylor and I are going to go to Baton Rouge.
Bye.
Number 22 LSU, and on Saturday it's a blockbuster Iron Bowl. Number 1 Alabama, number 6 Auburn in a battle with huge SEC and BCS implications. How big is this game? Take a look. 7 days out. There's already a crowd gathering at Jordan-Hare. In my lifetime, this game's never been bigger. The caravan of RVs making its way to the biggest bowl.
That's a convoy, baby.
History. Our coverage gets underway next Saturday. Sorry, guys, I come back on Saturday. 2:30 Eastern, CBS College Football Special, presented by Ram, followed at 3 by Autotrader.com College Football Today. Oh, and the football action does continue tomorrow. The NFL on CBS, regional action. Many will see the Jets take on the Ravens, and the Colts face the Cardinals. It all starts at noon Eastern with the NFL Today. Thanks for watching the Geico Halftime Report.
I got you a turkey, man.
I got your plane. Get on the plane.
LSU and A&M. You know how these games end in the SEC. We'll see you after the game.
Don't leave me hanging.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Halftime Report. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So, how was your day?
Another day, closer to retirement.
And that will be when?
I don't know. Never?
Our money's in the right place.
You mean the right funds? I guess.
Maybe we should be doing something different.
I'm Coach. It's my job to make you a better college football fan. And thanks to AT&T, I'm helping all kinds of fans, like mom fans, pet fans, friends, and fan addicts.
AT&T presents Be the Fan. Enter the sweepstakes every week by tackling Coach's Challenge. Hashtag your entry Be the Fan and share it for your chance to win a VIP trip to the biggest game of the week.
Cynthia, clear my schedule. I'm just kidding. Fill it with football.
Napa know-how.
Oh, yeah.
Napa Legend batteries are built to last and loaded with power.
Nice.
Come on, Pete, hook me up.
What?
Hook me up.
That was a one-time thing. You said we weren't.
Hook me up, man. Come on. Come on.
Last time.
Come on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Get it up. Insist on Napa Legend batteries.
Flavor of my spicy chicken sandwich is so bold, I feel like I have to come up with new words to describe it.
Right, yeah. My Island Fire spicy chicken is spice-dictive. Addictively spicy.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
You're thrilled.
That's a word, though.
You're thrill and duh.
Yeah, maybe you should stick to spice-dictive.
What does that mean?
They're simply Spice-Dictive, the original and Island Fire spicy chicken sandwiches, and save room for creamy cheesecake bites. This is how you Sonic.
It's a game of inches, and in some cases, millimeters. Presenting a mid-size crossover with a home field advantage. The spacious Kia Sorento. The official vehicle of the SEC.
We've always believed what you stand for says a lot about who you are. We are Texas A&M University, home of the 12th man.
Halftime, 21-10, LSU leading as the Aggie band takes the field at Tiger Stadium. Monday on Mike and Molly, get ready for a Thanksgiving showdown. Melissa McCarthy and Billy Gardell star in a new episode of the hit comedy Mike and Molly, Monday at 9, 8 Central, only CBS. Many great traditions abound on game day throughout the league, and each week we'll give you a taste of the SEC presented by Sonic. For more, here's Tracy.
Well, Vern, the rain didn't damper the great game day traditions here in Baton Rouge. The march down Victory Hill about 2 hours before kickoff. Les Miles leads the team to the stadium, past the throng of fans draped in purple and gold. Because of the inclement weather, Mike the Tiger was given the day off and replaced by a kinder, gentler Tiger mascot. And last but not least, the Golden Band from Tigerland completes this truly unique pregame tradition in style, Vern.
Yes, indeed, Trace, and it's one of the reasons it's so enjoyable when we get to visit Baton Rouge. LSU, the SEC, indeed all of college athletics, lost a legend with the recent passing of Joe Dean, longtime athletic director at LSU, later a legendary basketball broadcaster, noted for his phrase, "a little string music." We will all miss Joe Dean.
For more than 60 years, Wrangler's been making jeans more comfortable. They feel good and wear strong. To me, Wrangler jeans are the most comfortable jeans you'll ever wear. And that's guaranteed.
Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans are built with a U-shaped construction. They don't cut into you like jeans with a V pattern.
No matter what you're doing or where you're going, nothing beats Wrangler comfort. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans. Guaranteed.
It's an extremely simple tool, but also extremely powerful. It can be used to start a poem or finish a symphony. It's been to classrooms, boardrooms, even to space. And we can't wait to see where you'll take it next. Introducing the thinner, lighter, more powerful iPad Air.
I always wanted to design a bike that honored those who serve our country, and Geico gave me that opportunity. Now, naturally, we wanted it to be powerful, innovative, and we built this bike as a tribute to those who are serving, those who have served, and their families. And I think we nailed it.
Geico, proudly serving the military for over 75 years.
You never told me Autotrader.com had new cars. I'd love a new 2013. These are sweet, but what kind of deal can I get? Okay, just special offers.
Now compare brand new cars from local dealers and special offers.
That one.
So you can find the one new car your head and heart can agree on.
Whoa.
Autotrader.com, the ultimate automotive marketplace.
At Red Lobster, we pull our seafood from the best waters on Earth, like the cold Alaskan seas.
It's the cleanest, clearest water, the haven for crab.
And the unspoiled coast of Maine.
Maine lobster is the tastiest, the sweetest.
We serve it the only way seafood should be, prepared to order by experts.
If I wouldn't eat it, I'm not going to serve it.
And delivered hot from our kitchen right to your table. That's how we see food differently. Now get $10 off any 2 seafood bakes, crab, or lobster entrees.
It's the acceptance letter, studying under the oaks, azaleas in the spring, Tiger Stadium in the fall, groundbreaking research committing to the cause, amazing discoveries, a crawfish bowl with friends grooving on the grounds. Tiger Stripes, love your alma mater, is walking across that stage. The time of your life, love purple, live gold.
To throw, and does, and it is caught. Landry. Oh, boy. Touchdown, A&M. And we welcome you back to Death Valley, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge, on a nasty day. Cold, windy, had rain about an hour before the game. It has subsided. Now let's go down to Tracy with Les Miles.
Coach, your defense, a question mark coming in, but what can you say about the job they've done today against Johnny Manziel in this offense?
Well, you know, it's not necessarily where you line them up and all the scheme. It's that they're really giving great effort. They're playing lights out.
7 penalties, though, for 66 yards. How much was that discussed in the locker room to get cleaned up in the second half?
It was discussed in all 3 phases, no question. And it's, you know, what happens is these young guys are excited about playing football, and we got to make sure that we seal the finish rather than have the celebration in the middle of the game.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Vern.
Odell Beckham is back to return the kickoff to open the second half. Johnny Manziel will have to wait. Had really modest numbers in the first half, 8 for 22 for 151 yards. Beckham, the ever dangerous return man, about 3 yards into the end zone. Bertolet will kick off. Underway, third quarter. Well, not quite yet.
Well, LSU is lining up with 8 people close, discouraging an onside kick to start the second half.
Well, Kevin Sumlin told us last night, Gary, he expected some trickery.
Right. Well,
in special teams.
They tried that one on the fake field goal on 4th down. Remember that one?
Yeah.
But just by alignment, LSU is saying, don't try it. We're ready.
8 up close. This one will chase Beckham all the way deep into the end zone. And so the ball will come out to the 25. Zach Mettenberger and the LSU offense gets it to start the third quarter. Expectations?
For the rest of the game?
Sure.
Hold on tight. It's going to, I mean, why not? I mean, we've seen everything this year. I think that helped Manziel's psyche to finish that first half the way it did. I mean, you know, I don't buy all the momentum stuff. I understand team gets on runs during the game, but I think the best thing that LSU believes about the first half, they ran the ball for 142 yards, and it opened up some easy avenues to throw for big plays.
And they start at the 25 here, reverse to Beckham. He goes right, tripped up, and then hit and dragged out of bounds by Devontae Harris.
Well, there's different ways to get your elite players their hand on the football if you don't want to throw it to them. This time, they did open it up with the reverse, and I thought defended fairly well by A&M again. And, you know, it's the pounding and the commitment to stop the run with extra bodies that eventually pays off for the LSU passing game.
Second down 5 after the pickup by Beckham. Landry in the slot, Beckham the outside man. Here's a toss. Hill coming left, got a big opening. Out to the 47, 48 perhaps, after they spot it.
Well, it may look like an option, but I guarantee it's not. It's just a quick pitch to the outside, little action inside. Odell Beckham blocking to the wide side of the field. But remember, the A&M defensive back, that time it was Harris, he's playing man-to-man coverage. He's looking at Beckham the whole way. He is not committing to stop the run.
And a first down 10. The ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
It's man-to-man out there. There is no safety. Everybody you see in the picture, that's all they got.
Mettenberger going deep, a little hitch and go. And well overthrown.
Yeah, Beckham gave up on the play. That upset Zach that time. First half, you can see Johnny Manziel finished up well. I mean, that was really the last play, the bulk of his yards right there. Zach Mettenberger had it easier. Made that big third down pass out of the end zone, and then he had some open receivers to hit. The big receivers not catching the ball. I mean, the first play of the game or whatever, first series, Evans catches his lone pass, and then 2 fourth down tries. One was a drop pass that should have been a touchdown.
Second down 10. McGee is the running back. He had the big run in the first half. That was 65 yards, and he does a nice job here.
Interesting call here. Remember the penetration. I guarantee you Mark Snyder, the defensive coordinator for Texas A&M, will attack the line of scrimmage. Will it be a passing down for LSU, or will they try to power it through with a running game?
3rd and 4. Well, they lead the country in third down percentage, and they
again, no safety, no help.
Landry starts in motion. Harris follows him, and whistle before the snap.
Going to be on LSU again. From 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9.
False start on the offense. Not all players got set prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
Another mental error.
I think Landry might have gone in motion before everybody got set. He's moving. He doesn't get set long enough, and that's what the call is, before he went in motion again.
And so 3rd down 9. That's the 8th penalty against LSU in the ballgame. Blitz picked up nicely. Mettenberger with time drills it into Landry's hands.
And Vern, you couldn't use a better descriptive term of drills it in there. I mean, I was out at practice Thursday watching him throw the football and drooling. This is a major league arm, as good as anybody you'll see on any level of football. And if you talk to Cam Cameron, as we did yesterday, he said, I just have fallen in love with this guy. Didn't he say that?
He said he's stolen my soul.
Yep.
How about that? Up the middle.
Oh, he tripped and fell.
Alfred Blue.
Did he trip over his own feet?
I think he did.
Alfred Blue up the middle, foul number 43. A great block by him. Yes, tripped up just a bit by Claiborne and never regathered. I think 48 Claiborne just tipped him, and he could not regain his balance.
First down 10, however, on a 13-yard drive. And they've got the ball inside the 25. 182 yards rushing.
And they rushed for 147 in the first half. That is a big number. Les Miles.
Now the play action, deep down the middle, double coverage, and dropped at the last minute. Actually, it was stripped out of the arms of Odell Beckham.
Yeah, Howard Matthews does a good job here because in the pre-read, Zach Mettenberger doesn't think he has a safety in the play. He thinks it's one-on-one to the outside with Devontae Harris, and Matthews gets in on the play. And from where he came from, because he was lined up close to the line of scrimmage, I could understand Zach not seeing him.
And Odell Beckham is down at the end of the back of the end zone. Such a great player. Tracy?
Yeah, guys, I'm standing right behind Odell Beckham Jr. right now, and he immediately pointed to his lower back. They're just massaging it right now. I don't know if it's a cramp or a tailbone, but right now he looks to be in a lot of pain.
All right, thank you, Trace. Time taken while they tend to Odell Beckham. 21-10, LSU.
All right, let's say you're undecided about which truck to buy. Just for kicks, here's a little research project. Pick a work site, any work site, and look over the fence. Ta-da! Your next truck. Ford F-150. The truck that's #1 in the hardest working industries. Maybe because it's got the power and the fuel economy of an EcoBoost engine. It doesn't matter what they're doing on the other side of that fence. More guys count on F-150 than any other truck. Shovels down. This is the Ford F-150.
You could run with these guys, Doug. You have 3 times the steak. That's what a man eats. Hurricane Doug's gonna make it rain. 3 times the steak makes you feel like 3 times the man. The new triple steak stack from Taco Bell.
AT&T is making holiday shopping easier. Now for a limited time, you can get half off the newest smartphones when you trade in your current smartphone. It's not complicated. Saving is better. Get it now for $99.99, only at AT&T.
Introducing the world's smallest and lightest digital SLR camera. The Canon EOS Rebel SL1. Fast action in a little body. The Canon EOS Rebel SL1. Making small great.
Don't miss the all-time holiday classic in high definition.
Rudolph Full Power.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, CBS Tuesday.
While we were away, Odell Beckham limping as he headed directly to the LSU locker room. And Gary, let's take another look at how he was injured at the end of this play.
Yeah, well, first of all, remember on Landry, Jarvis Landry's touchdown, Howard Matthews stepped in. Well, this time you can see this open space that Zach sees. He doesn't step in. He goes back and becomes the second defender. Mettenberger never saw him. He's really the guy that saved the touchdown on the play because Harris would not have had a chance. I can tell you that when Mettenberger let that ball go through from his hand, he thought he had a touchdown.
And Odell Beckham in the locker room right now. We'll get a report as soon as we can. It's 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Alfred Blue is the running back. Connor Neighbors has played most of the way at fullback, and he's done a superb job, but this time he can't get the block that frees Blue. Devontae Harris comes up and makes the tackle. Well, let's take a look at the efforts of both quarterbacks so far.
Well, you know, they were a year ago as we started the broadcast talking about they had their worst statistical game in this game a year ago. And different styles here for Zach Mettenberger. He's probably doing his job a little bit better than Manziel is right now. Obviously, the LSU pass rush and everything has a bit of an effect on every part of the game. But so far, LSU likes the way they've handled Manziel.
3rd down 10. Traven Durrell in place of Odell Beckham. Mettenberger down the middle. Got it! Jarvis Landry. 1st and goal, Tigers.
Jarvis Landry is a fearless wide receiver. He may be a half step slower than Beckham, but he is quick and he has great hands. And watch this rocket throw again. I mean, you're looking at one of the great arms that you'll ever see. He put it in between 3 defenders, and you just can't hardly defend. Look at that maze that he threw that ball through. Almost want to stop it right there and show you the type of risk he took on that throw.
1st down goal and another.
Man, oh man.
False start, number 65. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 1st down.
Can't blame it on the crowd noise.
No, because we have a lot of empty seats here because of the weather.
Yeah, I think it was Gerald Hawkins this time, number 6. Everybody's taking a turn on that offensive line, kind of flinching. Yep, there it was.
Yep. That is the 4th false start penalty.
Hard to believe, really. I mean, you work with a quarterback all year. Oh, he did it again.
Oh, man.
This time it was Trey Turner.
False start, number 56. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains back.
And these are huge points. We have seen, remember when last week, when Auburn went down in those red zones and then ended up kicking field goals, how that became a big story at the end. Mettenberger using a hard count to try to at least declare what A&M's defense is going to do, and he gets another 5-yard penalty.
Well, Odell Beckham is back on the sidelines.
It's one-on-one coverage, excuse me, Vern, to the outside.
Hill, the running back. Mettenberger rolls out. He's chased by Stansbury and has to let it go. Incomplete. Logan Stokes, the 3rd team tight end, was the closest to it. 2nd down goal.
Well, just one more look at that pass. Watch him rip it through this area right here and all the bodies that he's going to gun this ball through. Look at that. 3 different players. And that ball is right. If you don't have a big league arm, you have no chance to complete that throw.
And the 11th play of the drive coming up. Beckham back on the field. Up at the top, there are 3 wide receivers. He's the outside man. They'll give it up the middle. Hill to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, they're back where they were
before the 2 false starts. Yep. Howard Matthews a part of that defensively. So here we go again with a 3rd down, 3rd and goal. 9:20 to go, the opening drive.
And Mark Snyder has to believe if they get a stop here, it's going to force a field goal. Because it's a 14-point game, Les will be forced to take a 3.
LSU 8 of 11 on 3rd downs. Quick snap. Mettenberger pumps once into the end zone. Broken up by DeShazer Everett, who got position on Odell Beckham.
So 21-10, my fault. I thought it was 21-14. Just looked cross-eyed on that one.
Gee, I've never done that.
I know. So 11-point game, you got to kick the field goal. It was me trying to say they got to make it a 14-point game.
Delahousse will kick. 10 of 11 for the year. Started by hitting his first 9. That is a school record. and then inexplicably missed from 31 yards out against Furman. Got it.
Boy, self-inflicted. You have to believe that LSU was almost counting 7 points, and A&M gets a stop.
Little emotion shown by the Tigers of LSU. They should have had a touchdown.
Sometimes you need a car when you don't have a car. And now with Enterprise Car Share, you can share one of our cars 24/7.
One low hourly rate covers everything, including gas and damage protection.
Enterprise Car Share is great for getting out of the city, getting off campus, even moving a fish tank.
A fish tank?
It happens.
Giving you the freedom to go where you want, when you want. That's the Enterprise way.
We asked people, if you could get paid to do something you really love, what would you do?
I'd be a writer.
I'd be a baker.
I want to be a pie maker.
I want to be a pilot.
I'd be an architect.
What if I told you someone could pay you? And what if that person were you? When you think about it, isn't that what retirement should be? Paying ourselves to do what we love?
You're well connected to adventurers, creators, storytellers. Each connection is an opportunity to learn something new. And these lessons, these new experiences, teach you there's more out there, so you grab a hold of it. Fewer calories, fewer carbs, more to do. Michelob Ultra. Long live the Ultra Life.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Kia, Chick-fil-A, and by Bud Light. Well, it has become Saturday night in Death Valley. Darkness has descended. The wind has not subsided. All of us looking forward to the conclusion of this one. And then a week from today, we go back to Auburn for the Iron Bowl. About as significant a matchup as ever has been completed, as Alabama, #1, against 6th-ranked Auburn next Saturday, 3:30 here on CBS. Some people here are not aware that it's cold. I'm guessing they're not thirsty.
I was going to speculate why, but I may stay away from that.
James Hairston out of Dallas Jesuit will kick off. Specialist for the LSU Tigers. Trey Williams and Ben Molina are deep
into the wind, and those kickoffs have been kind of floating down to about the 10-yard line at the most into the wind.
So it will be held. Because of the wind, Trey Williams has it. Nice spin, but a nice tackle, equally nice. Let's go to the studio for this Heisman Watch presented by Nissan. Here's Tim.
Vern, one guy that might be outside your radar is Derek Carr, but the young man is leading Fresno State to a possible BCS party crasher. 4 touchdown passes, over 300 yards and counting against New Mexico. Business as usual today for A.J. McCarron, 13 of 16. He's now bypassed Jay Barker for the school mark and overall wins, and Bryce Petty will try to keep Baylor on beat tonight. Back to you.
All right, Tim, quick snap. Up the middle, Trey Williams.
He is shifted, boy.
Yes, he is. Craig Lofton finally hauls him down, but he's across the 42.
Well, that's the extra weapon that Manziel needs in this second half. You know, this is a football game. You look up there, we done nothing right. One big pass, down 14 points, no big deal.
First down 10 after the 11-yard gain. Low snap. Manziel has it. A lot of time. Overthrown.
Yep, let it fly.
Intended for Darrell Walker.
Would have taken a Mettenberger type throw on this one. The ball, remember, it's going downwind and it just kind of sailed on him.
Loston just continued into the end zone and then took a knee in the end zone, so he was injured on that defensive effort.
A&M kind of wanted a flag on it. I think he turned, hit him with his shoulder, almost hit him with his arm on the play, to tell you the truth. I think it was a decent pull-off, but Loston took the brunt of the hit, I guess.
Yeah, there might have been an inadvertent helmet-to-helmet collision.
Did it hit him with the helmet?
Yeah, I think he
did not see it.
Yeah. See if that is what happened.
I saw the A&M bench react. I don't know. I didn't see it there. Maybe a different angle. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Glanced off him. I guess Loston probably just got dizzy on the play.
So he is on the sidelines for LSU. 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Tigers lead the Aggies 24-10 midway through the 3rd. Option play, left side, Trey Williams.
Was that defended? Was that defended, wasn't it? Might even get holding on Jake Matthews on the play as well. Lamine Barrow smelled out the play. Watch him attack the option. Go wide quickly. He's got Jake Matthews. Does he push him from behind on the play? He does. Pushes him right into the tackle.
And a flag.
Yeah, they're going to, yeah, you can see right there, Ferguson says, we don't want it. We already got a negative play. We'll take the
During
play.
the run, illegal block in the back, number 75. Texas A&M, that penalty is declined. It brings up a 3rd down.
Flag on Jake Matthews, the All-American left tackle.
3rd and long, and A&M is 2 for 8 in the game.
They've got 3 wide to the right, 1 top of the screen. They've only gotten 1 pass in the hands of Mike Evans. That was on the opening series of the game. Blitz. Manziel wobbles a little bit, almost intercepted. Is it? Is it? No. Rashard Robinson, who's had a great afternoon.
Well, a miscommunication. Manziel was throwing a back shoulder throw, and Evans was going down. Now, did his feet get in? Well, I don't know. His left foot was out. Was his right foot in? Manziel's throwing back shoulder. Evans is going deep. Now, does it come down? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Nope. Look at this angle right here. Look at him. He's kneeling down. He's leaning down, trying to see the ball and the foot at the same time. Good job.
Lamine Barrow is the injured player, the linebacker.
Look at the referee leaning.
Well, you know,
look at that. Isn't that nice?
His right foot might have dragged and made contact right there.
Boy, it's happening so fast. I can't tell.
And look at the effort by the 2 officials.
I can't really tell. Both of the judges are trying to see it. Does he have the football? Like, clearly he has it right. Now he has it. Now let's see if his right foot comes down before his left. Yeah, he might get that. They're going to review that.
Field was an incomplete pass. That play is under further review.
This is really not fair because Vern has a much bigger monitor than I do. Okay, he saw that as totally not fair.
Well, it's one of the benefits of
Somebody
seniority.
take a shot of this monitor. He might get this.
I think so.
Nice eye.
Well, both officials.
Did he clearly have the ball? That might be the other part that the replay official is looking at. Did he have total possession? Did he double catch it?
Again, Doyle Jackson.
I think you're going to win this one, Vern.
I credit it all to the large monitor. Yeah.
Remember, it was called incomplete on the field, so it has to be irrefutable.
Here's Tom Ritter. I bet it's overturned.
After further review, the defender got his feet down inbounds. It is an interception.
I think they got it right. I really do. I think they got that one right. Well, let's see what happens at the bottom right here. You could see that Rashard Robinson is looking at the quarterback. Evans thinks, I'm going to go deep. Robinson sees the ball thrown. Manziel obviously is throwing back shoulder. Evans doesn't realize it. It's the first turnover of the football game.
Can I take your order?
Can I get a cheeseburger, please? And
You said cheeseburger?
Try Chick-fil-A's Peppermint Chocolate Chip Milkshake, available only for the holidays.
Pride. Commitment. And teamwork. Don't just apply to the football field. Presenting a mid-size crossover with a home field advantage. The powerful Kia Sorento. The official vehicle of the SEC.
Hi there. Welcome to the gallery. How do you react when you first see this?
It looks kind of like a dancer.
Reality check. Some 4G LTE coverage maps don't really look like maps.
Seems like maybe a bunch of berries. A witch-like shrew.
This one feels more empty.
I'm seeing America, but a lot of it is missing.
What do you see here?
Clearly a picture of the United States.
Check the map. Verizon's superfast 4G LTE is the most reliable and in more places than any other 4G network.
I should switch to Verizon immediately.
That's powerful. Verizon.
The final showdown with the serial killer Rep John is here.
The game's over and I won.
It's not a game. Now you want mercy.
A new Mentalist, CBS Sunday.
Johnny Manziel, really mediocre numbers today. And that last pass reversed on the original call, turns into an interception. And that leads us to the Duck and his appearance for the first time. The Aflac trivia question, Archie Griffin, the only player to win back-to-back Heisman trophies. Of course, Johnny Manziel trying to get back to New York and a second Heisman trophy. Who came the closest to repeating? That's the Aflac trivia question. Yeah.
I don't need a big monitor to know this one.
You better know it. First down 10. Alfred Blue is the running back, number 4. It's out to the 45-yard line. Gain of 7.
Well, something always pops up in the game that becomes a storyline. You know, we had 2 of the best third down offenses in all of college football. LSU is number 1, A&M is number 4 in the game. LSU has been 8 for 12. A&M 2 for 9 with an interception. And remember the 2 big third down plays for the touchdown. It's been the story of the game.
That was a 3rd and 18 conversion into a 19-yard gain that led to a long drive toward the end of the first half. Jarvis Landry. Here's the toss.
Nice play inside.
Yep. Ivan Robinson, number 89, was the first man there for the game for the Aggies.
Yeah, he kind of jumps around this time inside and gets the play. Wow, what a play by Robinson.
3rd and 3. They've got to be cold.
Well, you know, I think if you get committed to getting painted, you go with it. I mean, you spend all that time.
Was that, did you do that when you were playing?
Yeah, right.
Did you people at Purdue who did that?
And Christie didn't do that either, to tell you the truth.
3rd down and 3. Mettenberger got him. Beckham.
I'll tell you, DeShazer Everett is having his problems today. Missed a tackle, and this time missed the coverage by 8 yards on a quick slant. Gets totally abused at the line of scrimmage. It was not a great throw, and Beckham plucked it out of midair. Guess his back or tailbone or whatever it is okay, right?
Yeah, I think. Remember now, we talked about this a couple of hours ago when we came on the air. Beckham emulated Johnny Manziel for the scout team against LSU's defense. He ran them ragged. Here's Blue again. We thought there might even be a chance to see Beckett run the Wildcat today, but not so far. Back to the studio for a Liberty Mutual Insurance update.
Vern, one of the best running backs in the country is Kadeem Carey for Rich Rodriguez. The 4th touchdown for him today, 188 yards. He is absolutely ripping Oregon apart. And yes, Stanford is leading Cal in the big game, and they could be headed to the Pac-12 North Championship and the Pac-12 title as a result. Back to you.
Thank you, Tim. 2nd down and 5 here, 24-10. LSU, Gary, has now rushed for 200.
Yeah, you could tell that's what they circled ever since that Alabama game when Nick Saban says we challenged our team to win the line of scrimmage. That does not sit well around here.
Kenny Hilliard, number 27, gets this carry.
Line of scrimmage. These guys have been jumping off sides a few times, but they've also been blocking people. That time, Trey Turner. You know, what are you going to do if you're Les Miles? You might want to yell at your guys, but that's your guys.
Yes.
You need those guys.
55 yards on the ground for the Aggies. LSU pounding. And they lead 24-10, another 1st down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Going into a very, very stiff breeze. Left side. Hilliard again.
Again, this is a very young Texas A&M football team. Okay, a lot of youth that will eventually be bigger, stronger SEC football players. When you match up in one of these games on the road where the team just pile drives you, it's a tough matchup. That's why Manziel has so much pressure on him. He has to put 40 up. He knows it at the start of every game.
Yes. They also have not lost a road game in 2 years. The Aggies. Last road loss was in 2011. Jarvis Landry comes in motion. Oh boy, the battle at the line of scrimmage. Here's Mettenberger. He's got a man. Oh, overthrown.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty though. Right when the 2 receivers were going in motion.
I mean,
yeah, Devontae Harris just
Beckham, he just
runs right there. Yeah, runs right over him, pushes him, and then the last part was where it's the penalty. The first part would have been okay. It's at the end of it.
No, that's an afternoon of frustration.
Right. The initial shot was fine.
Personal foul, hands to the face, number 1, defense. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
Yeah, getting a little coaching on the sidelines. And on the penalty,
Vern, you're the quarterback. What are you going to tell your offensive lineman here right now before you break?
Listen, know the snap count. Keep your composure. We don't want Bob Knight calling Coach Cameron again.
Stupid, right?
Yes. maintained their composure.
And good defense. Good head on. I think it was Darian Claiborne at least got a piece of it, number 48. Taken on the point of attack, runs through the block, and what a job, huh? That's a freshman linebacker.
2nd down 9. And Devontae Harris still getting lectured on the sidelines. Manziel hasn't seen much of the field in this 3rd quarter. Kenny Hilliard is the deep back. Connor Neighbors has had a fine afternoon at the fullback position. Quick flip. Odell Beckham. Floyd Raven with the tackle.
Well, this is just trust. You throw it before you even know he's going to be open. DeShazer Everett says, you know, Devontae, I understand why you hit the guy in the face. I'm tired of him too right now. He's too good.
Yes. Now he's going to trot to the bench on the near side. Travis Dixon comes in as an extra tight end. Here's a footnote for you. The tight ends have 0 touchdowns for LSU this year. There were 0 touchdowns last year. They beat the play clock, and they've got a touchdown with Kenny Hilliard.
Well, that's the 4th different tailback we've seen run the ball. And follows number 43, falls in the end zone.
Delahousse with the extra point. Frugier will hold it. Up and through. (31-10).
Well, you're pretty much sure what you're going to get. Just follow 43, power back, point of attack, fall into the end zone.
This time it was Hilliard. LSU was dominating.
Millions of people grow up in a family of immigrants. But not everyone stops at nothing to reach their dream. Even fewer have the patience, passion, and perseverance to achieve success. A dream is for those who sleep. I live mine. I'm Pitbull, and I'm one of a kind. Darling.
This is smooth and precise on-road handling. This is easy-to-use off-road capability when you need it. This is 70 and counting safety and security features. This is total confidence and comfort. In the middle of crowds or in the middle of nowhere. This is the freedom to keep chasing all the horizons you want. Introducing the all-new 2014 Jeep Cherokee.
Kate? Will you marry me?
Yes.
Attention. Here you went to Jared.
You went to Jared.
Who wants a little champagne?
Jared the Galleria of Jewelry has 5 times the selection of ordinary jewelry stores with thousands of loose diamonds and hundreds of settings to create your own one-of-a-kind ring.
Oh, please return your fiancée to her original upright position.
That's why he went to Jared.
It's all about the playoffs. The Jets battle Baltimore. San Diego collides with Kansas City. The NFL across the country, Sunday on CBS.
Johnny Manziel, only 1 series in the 3rd quarter. It ended with an interception, Gary. He's had a very difficult day.
Yes, and it's been from every level. The pass rush, the linebacker blitzing, the man-to-man coverage. Every throw has been contested. Every drop has been angle blitz from defensive backs, linebackers. And then the man coverage, I think that's been key. We saw it blow up in their face at the end of the first half. But Chavis has been committed to covering a man-to-man, and it has worked.
8 for 24, 151. And just to go back to the opening of this program, his roughest game as an Aggie starter was against LSU at College Station last year. The only time he's not scored a rushing touchdown or thrown a touchdown pass. Now Hairston is going to get some help holding the ball. Jason Collins is out there.
Well, just remember what Les always says, right, Vern? Death Valley at night, where dreams come to die.
That's right.
There's a lot of dreams still for Johnny Manziel and his football team. Just remember this. They were down 21 to Alabama in the fourth quarter, pulled to within 7. Still a lot of time.
Into the wind. This one will reach the end zone. And they will bring it out. Trey Williams.
Oh, yes, it did.
I think the Aggies got him back.
Ball went flying on that play.
Taj Jones is the man who made the contact and forced the fumble. Boom.
Right on the football. And I'm very fortunate. You got everybody going away from the football, and they go back and cover it.
Hairston, the kickoff specialist. That one is caught by Travis Labhart. Ricky Jefferson with the tackle. Four-man rush. Manziel pumps once, lets it go. Evans with only his second catch of the day.
Well, Kevin Sumlin, when he talks about Johnny Manziel, he says there's no stage too big for Manziel. We're going to find out, because it's going to be a mighty big comeback to do it on this field.
3rd and 5. 1:12 to go, third quarter. Robinson again on Evans, bottom of the screen. On 3rd down. Yes!
How about Labhart? How about that one? That was... Goes up, knows he's going to get hit on this play. Manziel gets good protection, elevates the throw. Labhart goes out and gets it.
Manziel. Look at him protect the ball. And while they hurry to first down, Archie Griffin, the only player to win back-to-back Heisman trophies, closest to repeating Billy Sims, Gary's old teammate with the Detroit Lions. Lamine Barrow with a contact on that one. As we said, Billy Sims won it in 78, finished second in 79. 2nd down and 6. They might not get the play completed before the end of the quarter.
Yep.
And now they get to go into the wind. We've finished 3 on a Saturday night in Death Valley. We'll return after this word from your local station.
Let's not wait for Black Friday. Let's do an upgrade. Let's pull up the A-list. Find the one. Let's double down on double doors. Let's shop. Let's save. Let's do it early. The Black Friday crowds can have their day. We'll already have our appliances. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. These Whirlpool Energy Star refrigerators, your choice, just $9.98.
You never told me Autotrader.com had new cars. I'd love a new 2013. These are sweet, but what kind of deal can I get? Okay, just special offers.
Now compare brand new cars from local dealers and special offers.
That one.
So you can find the one new car your head and heart can agree on.
Whoa.
Autotrader.com, the ultimate automotive marketplace.
She's the game's biggest threat.
I don't think I can trust her.
New Survivor, CBS Wednesday.
I'm just very proud to be from New Orleans. It has that chemistry, that
feeling that you never want to leave.
We need to stick together.
We got to stick together.
We got to make sure it happens right.
For our children.
And our children's children.
That's right, Ronnie.
We've been through so much, you know it.
And I know it. And I know it.
And I know it. But guess what?
We're resilient.
We are going to be okay.
You know why?
Because we believe.
There's been a lot of talk about who should partner with Jefferson Parish's 2 hospitals. We thought this might be helpful. HCA means more property taxes for the community, more local, quality care, more experience, over 40 years in the area. We're HCA, and we take care of Jefferson Parish. Let your parish council know you want HCA.
I go where my work takes me, and that's all over because I contract out for IT jobs. And when my dad came home from being away, he brought me matchbooks. I bring my son pens, but Dad could never stay connected like I can, or help out like I can with our day-to-day finances, even deposit money right now when we need it. I love when technology works and helps close the gap between here and home.
Regions Mobile Deposit lets you choose immediate funds access and gives you options when you need them. That's smart.
Catch the Eye on the Tigers post-game special after the game.
Welcome back to Death Valley, Tiger Stadium. Oh, that guy. If you're going to paint yourself and come to the game, you cannot put a coat on. It's against the rules. Oh, anyway, it is a little chilly. Fourth quarter, 31-10. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, Tracy Wolfson, and the Aggies with a 2nd down and 6. Here's Manziel near side, and it is complete for the 1st down. Well, we've seen him do it before.
Right.
What does Johnny Manziel have to do here?
I think number one is resist his own urges to try to do too much. Just kind of take a book from Aaron Murray. Just take what's there, make a 1st down, make an easy throw, you know, a little bite of the apple each time, because Manziel's instincts are to go for the big play. I think if he takes what's available, you got to figure LSU's going to back up a half an inch, be happy with, you know, passes completed in front of them, just kind of methodically matriculate the ball down the field. That one's for you.
I like that. Visions of Hank Stram dancing in my
on
head.
The pass, number 56 offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
The legendary Hank Stram, who was a New Orleans resident when he passed away, led the Kansas City Chiefs to Super Bowl IV and the victory.
The speed of LSU's defense is really a story here. That front 3, the front 4 really are running.
2nd down, 11. Nope. Labhart looking for a flag, doesn't get one. Dwayne Thomas was defending. It'll be 3rd down.
Labhart is saying he grabbed me by the jersey just as he turned. I think he did.
3rd and 11. Early moments, 4th quarter. And Manziel takes off.
Got it.
Lamine Barrow with the tackle. But he got the 1st down with a gain of 13.
Well, he's got throwing instincts, and he's got unbelievable scrambling instincts. It's like he's got a sixth sense about him, being able to go in the direction and understand the pass rush and be able to scramble up the middle like that.
31-10. LSU first down and 10. Manziel, right side. Evans with a stiff arm on Robinson. That's one of the few that Evans has won today. Third catch. Second and 7. Hasn't played well in his 2 games against LSU. Blitz coming. Manziel darts out to the left. DJ Welter getting chase, and that one wobbled when it left his hand.
Had a guy wide open over the middle, but the pass rush early forces him out of the pocket, spins out, and then as he throws his ball, really had nothing on that one, did he? And when, now remember, he is throwing into the wind, so that one just kind of died out.
Third down 7. Corner blitz. Little setup. They try the screen, but no, sir. Brandon Williams got the ball.
Yeah, Deion Jones was all over that.
Right.
I mean, they just keep bringing more and more players out on the field that can run for LSU.
That's right.
When we visited with Les yesterday, he goes, we're going to be good. We've got great young players. I'm going to emphasize young. And we're going to get better and better and better. This program is in great shape. It's exactly what he told us.
Drew Kaiser with the punt. Odell Beckham back. Will let it bounce, and it goes into the end zone. Touchback.
You know, I don't know if Johnny Manziel is going to win the Heisman. I'm not sure, but that guy is a great football player. You gotta give it to him. He's carried this team for 2 years.
We have 4 hours to find your dad a gift, and he's got to have the best, so we need to stay focused. James, you're my rock. Can you keep it together? Sally, look at me. I need you to step it up, okay? We don't want the petting zoo all over again.
I can't make any promises.
Wow. I never doubted you guys for a second.
AT&T makes you the hero this holiday season. With iPhone 5S for $0 down. With AT&T Next.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that Old MacDonald was a really bad speller?
Your word is cow.
Cow. Cow. C-O-W-E-I-E-I-O. Dag nabbit.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you, well, you know.
And now it's time for our Geico game recap.
And let's begin with an LSU touchdown. McGee, after a 65-yard run, set it up. A 1-yard rushing touchdown. Then Jarvis Landry from Zach Mettenberger. That made it 14-0. Lambeau for the Aggies. A 41-yard field goal, 14-3. But Landry came right back off the arm of Mettenberger. Touchdown. He also went over the 1,000 yards receiving with that one. And then big play for the A&M football team at the end of the first half. Darrell Walker, after Tre'Davious White slipped, 51 yards. Delahousie for the Tigers. 24-10. They extend the lead. Hilliard with a 2-yard rushing touchdown. 31-10. And that's where we are right now. You can see a lot of the empty seats. People showing that there are wise folks who live in Baton Rouge.
Well, as Zach Mettenberger comes on the field, you can't help but think about Manziel. All the pressure on him. I was talking about it during the TV break. You know, not only does he have to do all the throwing, he's the leading rusher in the game. He's got 60 yards. The running backs have 20, basically.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure to come in and out every game and do it.
(31-10). Here's the toss to McGee. Gets a good block on the edge. Flying down the sidelines, and he is thrown out of bounds by Floyd Raven. But another big run for Terrence McGee.
Let me show you a subtle little thing about this offense. It looks like it's no big deal, but this time the short toss, instead of going inside, is designed to go outside. A&M has been seeing that short toss all game, but this time Connor Neighbors is on the outside blocking the arc. That toss, they get used to it, and all of a sudden it's the outside play with the toss.
McGee with 11 carries, 131 yards now. And LSU over 250 for the game. There's Neighbors leading the way through again. And the ball down at the 35-yard line. Let's go back to the studio for this Liberty Mutual Insurance update.
Vern, Derek Carr had an unbelievable day, and he's through 7 touchdowns. This is the 7th of the day. 63-21 entering the fourth quarter. Good chance you'll see him in the Mountain West title game on the evening of December 7th. Just a few hours after the SEC title game will all be out in Atlanta. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Tim. 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, another one of those talented quarterbacks. I mean, he's got a load of physical ability.
Look forward to having Tim with us in Atlanta.
Yep.
McGee at the 25. Well, Terrence McGee has been the big star in the running game tonight for LSU.
Yeah, he has been able to be the guy that, well, they all have basically, but McGee has broken the long runs. That one early really popped the cork for LSU in the run game. Since then, they have just had the confidence that they can run the ball anytime they want to.
His effort today has put him well over 500 yards for the season and a career high of 149.
Yeah, this is the worst nightmare for Texas A&M in this football game. They're young. You know, they haven't had a year. There are a lot of true freshmen and sophomores playing on that defensive line, and they're facing a physical football team that they're just kind of running right over them.
That was Alfred Blue, and that is what you're hearing from the stands.
You know, as we watch Alfred Blue run, we should note that Blue just received a 6th year of eligibility. He and Connor Neighbors both received an extra year. They'll both be back here for LSU.
Alfred Blue, Connor Neighbors. Neighbors is a fascinating story. He's from Alabama. His granddad, Billy, was the starting center on a national championship team in '61. His dad, Wes, and his brother, Wes, both played for the Crimson Tide. He chose to walk on at LSU. Copeland is in there now. Alfred Blue. So 4 follows 44. And a flag is down.
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised. Could be on Logan Stokes here on this side. The backside defense, tight end. I think he grabbed his guy right at the end of the play. Silly play. He was 10 yards away from the point of attack.
Holding, number 84 offense, 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
It was Logan Stokes. The ball's run to the left. You got your right tight end holding.
Well, the SEC West will come down to Alabama, Auburn. The SEC East, Missouri and South Carolina. And Missouri has an important game tonight. They must win at Ole Miss. A Missouri loss, and they do have A&M at home next week. But a Missouri loss tonight would give South Carolina the championship based on the tiebreaker. A double overtime victory by the Gamecocks at Missouri earlier. Toss, Blue, Copeland. And of course, been a tough year for the Missouri quarterbacks, but James Franklin healthy again. Matty Mock has played so well in relief.
But I like what Gary's doing. Gary Finkel coming back with his starter, James Franklin. Now, if it was earlier in the year, you know, and they had 8, 9 games, you might over time have a few arguments and a bit of a, you know, the fans taking sides. But I think when you're pointed for a championship, you got 2 games to go, you can survive it. So I like going back, and Mauch did his job as the backup quarterback.
2nd down 14. Play action. Mettenberger got him open. Beckham knocked away at the last minute by Devontae Harris. They've had look at Beckham.
Now Devontae Harris might have grabbed him 12 times, but he got away with it. They've been playing the slant pass all day, so now they went slant and go to the back of the end zone, and whether he grabbed them or not, they didn't call it.
I'd say he grabbed him.
Yep, grabbed that right arm again.
Yeah.
Remember, he started out the game doing that? Devontae Harris is good at that. He doesn't get caught. He's sneaky. Good corners are sneaky.
That's the key to it all.
Yep.
Hey, they're going to let me play that way?
Yep.
I'll keep playing that way. 3rd and 14. Hilliard, the running back. Not much.
Well, the penalty again forces a field goal in this situation.
Downwind. Delahousse will come on to kick it.
Alonzo Williams and Ravens.
4th down 13.
Put it right in the center with that run, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Field goal unit is in.
35 yards officially.
They do have that fake where they loop it over their head sometimes. I've seen them do it and practice it many times.
And we've seen them do it in the game. But no need here. Field goal attempt. Up and through. And with 3 seconds shy of 8 minutes to go, LSU leads Texas A&M. Johnny Manziel has not been on the field for much of the second half.
Honestly, no way did I think a tablet was going to be a good deal. You're talking to the guy who hasn't approved a new stapler purchase in 3 years. But then I saw the new Windows tablets with a real keyboard, USB port, and full office. It's a tablet that works for work. Plus, it's got apps and games, for after hours, of course. Compared to an iPad, way more value. These tablets are such a steal, I couldn't find a reason not to buy them.
Sometimes you need a car when you don't have a car. And now with Enterprise Car Share, you can share one of our cars 24/7.
One low hourly rate covers everything, giving you the freedom to go where you want, when you want. That's the Enterprise way.
Introducing Red Lobster Seafood Bakes. Combinations of your favorite seafood, from lobster to crab, shrimp, and mussels in a savory broth. Try one today and see food differently. Now get $10 off any 2 Seafood Bakes crab or lobster entrees.
Neil Lane designs for Hollywood's biggest stars.
Let's have a look. Who is it for? It's for Becky. She must be important. Oh, she is.
Now he designs for the star in your life.
Becky, will you marry me?
Yes! Neil Lane Bridal. Uniquely beautiful, handcrafted rings from Hollywood's master of vintage glamour. At Kay Jewelers, the #1 jewelry store in America.
Every woman should feel like a star.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
The Home Depot SEC on CBS is sponsored by Jeep, Red Lobster, USAA, and by Kay Jewelers. We are back in Baton Rouge, and now Red Lobster presents today's Scholar Athlete. Red Lobster honors James Hairston. He played high school football at Dallas Jesuit, and Red Lobster's commitment to the investment of our future is shown by donating $1,000 to LSU's General Scholarship Fund. James Hairston's alma mater, Dallas Jesuit, played in the Cotton Bowl today in the state high school playoffs. They played Rockwall. Here's the significance. That's the house that Doak built. Doak Walker's grandson, Zach Walker, one of the stars of Dallas Jesuit right now.
There you go.
So what a thrill for him to get to play where his grandfather played in 48 and 49. And just one more line about Hairston. Remember, his girlfriend attends Alabama. Here's Hairston's kickoff. Taken at the goal line by Trey Williams. Jalen Collins with the tackle. Largest deficit this season. Previously, they were down, as Gary said a while ago, at home to Alabama, wound up losing by 7. Their last road loss, November 12th, 2011, in Manhattan, Kansas, 53-50 in overtime to K-State.
Well, what a defensive game so far this LSU defense is having. Two freshmen, true freshman corners played the whole game. Their athleticism has given Manziel problems, and A&M has shot themselves in the foot like that play right there with two receivers in the same spot.
That's Ricky Jefferson, another of the freshmen. He didn't start, but he's getting extensive playing time. And of course, one of the defensive stars today has been Rashard Robinson, number 21, who has spent much of the day matched up with Mike Evans.
Well, remember, this team's averaging close to 600 yards a game, third in the country.
Manziel.
That ball is beautiful.
Yeah.
He's got great timing. You have to give it to him. You really do. He doesn't throw it like Mettenberger. It's a different style. He sees the spaces, leads the receiver to it. I mean, it's different ways to skin a cat.
Looked like Daniil Hunter might have gotten a hand on that, and this play whistled.
It'll be 1st and 15.
Yep.
False start. Offense. Not all 11 players were set prior to the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, you know, guys like playing against the best. And I tell you, when we interviewed the players yesterday, we talked to them. Anthony Johnson said, I'm ready to play against Johnny.
Yeah.
I mean, they really got fired up to play this game because of Johnny Manziel.
Got him from behind. Jermario Rasco